So say what you've been saying. I done went live. Welcome back to another episode of Hooper Storage Podcast, where we put basketball in proper perspective. Today we got an action-packed show. We're gonna be talking about our NBA hot takes, the MVP conversation update, and then we're gonna be drafting our All NBA disappointment team. But I started this show early because Ray is disrespecting Pascal Siakam. He's saying that he's a watered down Giannis. Continue on, Ray. Let's see if you want to put this on record.
No, I was just saying, you brought up that All NBA talk. I'm like, bruh, he's
So has Pascal Siakam been the best player on the Pacers since post trade deal? I mean, post All-Star. Do you agree or disagree?
I mean, you can really say, because it's been games where Turner was the best player. So don't just act like it's just been Siakam. Turner's been stepping up. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that Haliburton hasn't been the same Haliburton we've seen.
He's been
before
garbage.
injury.
He's been garbage. Don't bring up the injury, because when this nigga in the All-Star game launching 12 threes trying to compete with Dame for MVP in the All-Star game, y'all wasn't saying none of this.
That's an All-Star game. That's
so now in the season, now we using excuses.
If that's the case, then that's just like when Howard needed surgery on his back or his shoulder, or whatever, and he was out there throwing up half-court shots in the All-Star game. That doesn't defeat the purpose that you were injured. He just out there having fun. That's not a meaningful game. They just out there having fun. You trying to compare an All-Star game to when people out there really competing 4 quarters.
I'm not trying to hear this shit.
Hard all 4 quarters.
Y'all just trying to.
We're just gonna wait till like the last quarter to play hard. And this All-Star game was weak anyway. They wasn't even playing hard. So you out there taking 12 threes. Oh, cool. Okay.
Y'all trying to give Haliburton all these excuses. That boy
so you
had a spark when you started. Now you just garbage.
You wasn't watching that same game when he almost snapped his hamstring,
bro. And then I seen him have good games after that.
He had
better. He played better on minute restriction. He ain't adapted to the physicality of the rule changes post All-Star break. I don't see why you don't understand it. They starting to call the game more physical, and he can't handle it. He can't get a shot off. It's slow.
So he's not strong. So he's the only person whose numbers ain't everybody
like this. Out of the top 5 players at their position, he's definitely been playing the worst, in my opinion. Top 3. You had him top 3.
I had him top 3 for the first 15 games of the season.
Man, you know that's not how we do it. And I said stand on this.
I'm gonna say exactly what I said because what's it called? Chris didn't find the right clip. I said something. That clip is way after I said what I said originally about Haliburton. That clip was later on. I said that again. But I said up until this point in the season, we can say that Haliburton is a top 3-point guard, and you took that and just, oh man, he ain't no top. I was like,
you still think
I'm not talking about for their careers. I'm talking about up until this point in the season.
Do you still think
nobody was playing? No, nobody was outplaying him at his position. I'm not saying he was.
Do you still think that? I told you not. I said don't be a prisoner of the moment, right or wrong.
I said that one time.
I told you not to be a prisoner of the moment because you go in like this.
That's a Diddy knows ball problem. If he don't know how to just differentiate between up until this point versus where we are now in the season. If you still think I think that, that's your problem, not mine.
Bro.
I said it simple enough to where kindergarten can understand it. I said up until this point in the season, it was only 20 games in the season. We was only 20 games in.
Right now. Let me break this down for you. I told you don't be a prisoner of the moment. He's not better than Jalen Brunson.
I never said he was better than Jalen Brunson.
You said, bro, yes you did, man. Yes, you
okay, I'm gonna have to find a video because until I find it, you're gonna think I said
it's not a video.
I said
so when you called me. You had called me. This
what
was a behind the scenes call, and he was like, "Nah, what I'm saying is Tyrese Haliburton, he playing like this." And I literally told you, I said, "Say, bro, yeah, he got out to a high start, but I'm not ready to put him over Jalen Brunson for this reason, this reason, this reason, this reason.
What did I say? I said Jalen Brunson is the better player, but right now, Haliburton has been playing better.
You never called Jalen Brunson a better player than Tyrese Haliburton.
That's how I know you lying. That's how I know you lying. You
Dude,
heard what you wanted to hear on
crazy.
that call. I literally said, because you said this first on forget the call. You said this on what's called on one of our episodes. You said somebody can have a better season. I mean, they're a better player. All I said was up until that point in the season, Haliburton had been playing better than Brunson. Let's not act like Brunson first 12, 13 games of the season. He had like 9 games where he was shooting under 45%. Let's not act like that didn't happen. So
Right.
it was a point. It was a point that where Haliburton was underperforming. All the Knicks was playing bad. Every single one of them. Your boy RJ too.
You always
let's not act like that didn't happen at the beginning of the season. All of them was playing bad.
But Ray, this is what I don't like. I told y'all Tyrese Haliburton was not go keep this up. I said everybody was being a prisoner of the moment. And now when he's crashing back down to earth and being the player who I really think he is, about 20 and 10, which is still good. But when he was 25, 11, no, that was unsustainable. Y'all jumped the gun and y'all don't want to admit it, and now y'all blaming it on injury. That's all I'm saying. And I don't think that was a bad take.
I never thought that he was gonna just be I didn't think he was a 25 guy for a whole season. I just said based on how he's playing.
Do you see his post All-Star numbers? Are you looking at this? 16 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds. The boy shooting 44 from the field, 24 from 3. Terrible. He's been terrible. And this has been going on for 2 months, February and March. And he wasn't playing that great in January. He had a hot November, bro. It's like, bro, a
national taste test determined.
Hold on a second. Go back to that. I want to see if I'm looking at that right.
You said do what? Damn,
go back to that screen.
See, now you want to dissect the Tyrese Haliburton screen or looking at his stats.
I'm gonna make sure I'm saying something I'm saying right or not.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it back up. I'm just saying, bro. I don't hate Tyrese Haliburton like you think I do. I just don't like him as much as everybody else. And I think he a little.
You said he had a bad February. You lied.
How come I lied?
He shot 48% from the field and 38% from the 3.
And averaged 16 goddamn points, man. And 9 assists. That's not.
Like, what do you? He had 16 and 9.
So your first option, you want him 16 and 9. That's good enough for you from your first option. They was giving you
Siakim.
20.
They didn't get Siakam at that point. Ain't that when he's on the?
Didn't you just say Siakam was? You basically called Siakam trash.
I said he wasn't all NBA level in my opinion.
Yes, you said he wasn't all NBA. You said he's never played like an all NBA level player ever in his career. Like you straight up violated the man.
How was, bro? You know what all NBA means?
He's an all NBA player.
That means you a top 3 player at your position.
Power forward was weak. Julius Randle was all NBA. No offense to Julius Randle, but come on now,
I guess
don't
you disrespect him then.
So you think if Julius Randle was at a different position, he'd be an all NBA player? Or do you think just the power forward position is weak?
That's up you decide. Come on. Shooting 39% and most of your shots coming from the paint though is crazy.
I'm trying to see what. So where we at right now? Post All-Star.
Bruh.
What? This is not bad, bro. Damn, it'd be highlighting everything. But post All-Star, he's 21, 9, and he's shooting 53 from the field, 32 from 3. But He damn near 54 from the field. He playing better than goddamn Haliburton. And he's been solidly at 20 or more since November. That's called consistency.
So hold on a second. So last year, when Bridges got traded, and I went off of just 20 games of him doing what he did, and you said you can only go off of 20 games, and you over here going off of just 16 games.
I said he's been playing good since he's been averaging over 20 plus since November. Haliburton is the one who hasn't been consistent, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on a second. He's been averaging 20 since November, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all he got to show for pre-All-Star is 0.46 more points than Haliburton. And Haliburton ain't a score first guy. He is. That's what
but you just said he's a number one option. So you just said Haliburton was the number one option.
So that's just like what's it called? When you think about any other point guard in the league that's a scoring point guard, their first option is I gotta set up the offense. That's their first. That's what a true point guard should be. Even if they can score great, I'm responsible for setting up the offense.
Where you be killing me, bro? You be killing me, dog.
Like you're negating that he's leading the league in assists. So not only is he averaging 20 points, I'm averaging 20 points. You're averaging 22. But guess what? I'm also accounting for more points because I got 10 assists beside me versus your 3 assists.
Bro, say, man, you can say what you want. Haliburton has been bad for damn near 3 months now. For a number one guy on the playoff team, he's been bad, bro. It's okay. I tried to talk you off the ledge. You didn't want to come down. I told you to keep the same energy, and what you say? I'm gonna keep the same energy. You're not keeping the same energy. I said
the same energy.
Now you trying to backtrack. Is he a top 3-point guard in the league?
I never, bro.
Right, no, right.
When did I make that statement, DJ? Did I say that now, or did I say it at the beginning of the season?
So now we only say people is top 5 and top 10 based on just right now in the moment of the month or the week.
We were literally talking about how good Haliburton has been. I said, man, I'm not gonna lie, he been looking like a top 3-point guard. That was just a statement. It wasn't like I was saying like, okay, this solidified. He's now top 3 going forward. He's now top. Like the fact that you took that literal. I don't know. You just wanted something to debate about, I guess. But that's not. I'm not saying now that's the end all be all. Like what I said, that statement. Okay, yeah, he's solidified as a top 3-point guard in the league now.
Why? Now all of a sudden it's me. I'm crazy. I just want something to debate about.
Every time you brought this up in the past, I said, dude, you still bringing that up. You the only one who bring that up still because you the only one who took it literal. I said that as just a statement as that's just how good he's been looking. How can I say he a top 3-point guard? He ain't did nothing playoff wise. He ain't did nothing.
But when I said that, I'm hating. When he was doing all what he was doing in the in-season tournament, that shit just was so miraculous and spectacular to you.
Comparing him to guys who at the same level as him, I'm like, them dudes ain't on the court right now. And when they have seen each other, he was outplaying them. When you compare him to guys who have seen the playoffs, I shut my mouth. I didn't have no back talk about that. I didn't have no defense against that because I can't say nothing. When you was comparing to guys who ain't seen no playoff appearances, who ain't seen no real accolades, yeah, I'm gonna say he better than them because he's proving it right now. Every guy you try to put against him that got the same level of accolades he got, you conceded to it. Every time you try to put him against a guy that was in the playoffs, I conceded to that because I can't. How can I? That's dumb of me to argue that. What argument do I have? I don't have one.
You was putting him over Brunson, bro.
No,
if you didn't, I apologize and we can move on. I apologize if you didn't, bro. I thought you was.
I know for a fact. I said I'm not saying he's better than Brunson. But up until this point of the season, Brunson has not been playing well, and Haliburton has. That's exactly how I worded it.
Brunson was playing well. He had a bad first week. And it wasn't even bad. It just wasn't as efficient as we're accustomed to.
I can pull up the game log and show you that you're lying right now. He had more than just a bad week. In like the first 20 games, he shot like under 45% at least 10 times. In like half that games, he shot terrible. And even in the games he shot over 40, it was like he was barely over 45% some games. Some games he was shooting crazy numbers. But let's not no, he did not just come out and was like, oh yeah, I'm about to capitalize off last season. No, he got off to a sluggish start.
Okay. You ready to get into our main topics? I guess we have to agree to disagree. I thought you was hyping up Haliburton, calling him a top 3 guard. You say you didn't.
Bro, anytime if it's I can say next week, man, you know what? The only person that you ain't never had you ain't never just said was Simons, but that's because you was already supporting Simons. But if you was not talking about Simons and I brought him up first, you go, man, look at him. He inefficient. He always hurt. You would have said something.
You jump on the hype trains. You like, bro.
I'm not jumping on a hype train.
Bro, Mikal Bridges is a JJ Redick hype job. Tyrese Haliburton is a JJ Redick hype job.
Was I not talking about both of those guys before JJ was talking about them?
No, you wasn't.
When did JJ start talking about them?
Since he started doing his podcast on his own on YouTube. He got his guy. It's been a while. Like before we started this podcast. You've been talking about him, and you probably didn't know JJ Redick. Then was JJ Redick guys, but JJ Redick has been putting them dudes out into the media. He's been pushing them dudes.
The first time he brought up Haliburton was last year.
No,
that's the first time he ever brought up Haliburton, and it was really towards like right before he got hurt. He kind of
bro. He's been bringing up Haliburton since the trade. Did you not see what he said when they traded for him? How much shit he was talking about? Fox and the Kings.
He said he wasn't continuously pushing it. That's the only thing he said at that moment.
So you saying he don't continuously push Tyrese Haliburton? That's what you're trying to tell me right now.
He been doing it now more. He been doing it more now. But at that time when he first got traded, I seen that little. He said what he said. I mean, but I'm not. That's not enough to say. Oh yeah, man, he's a big Haliburton guy.
Are you okay? We got to move on, right? Let's get into our topics, bro. So we got word around town. Bucks destroyed the Thunder. Clippers, are they in trouble? Rockets, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith Jr. in the Dunn fight. We got Kerr limited Curry's minutes. Ben Gordon on probation. I don't know if you've seen that. That's crazy. Johntay Porter gambling investigation. I guess we can start with Bucks and how they dismantled the Thunder. I don't know if you watched this game. Did you watch this game?
That's something I was about to start watching. It was already ugly.
Okay, this is what I seen, right? Because I made some. It was so bad. It was so bad. I had to make some notes. So I think this was probably one of the worst coached games by the Thunder coach Martin Daigneault, because his I ain't gonna say his his lineups were bad. So in the first quarter, I think SGA, he started out playing pretty good on both ends. I think he had a couple blocks, a couple steals. He had about like 6 quick points or whatever. And they had like a quick little lead. And then Bobby Portis, I think it's between Bobby Portis and Malik Monk for 6th man of the year. But Bobby Portis, dog, and they were baby and shit, dog. Like Giannis, Brook Lopez, and Bobby Portis had their way with shit. They had their way with shit, right? And I think it just was bad. The rotations was bad because they went smaller. They went smaller while the Bucks had 2 bigs out there. Like they had Giannis and Bobby Portis out there, and them dudes only had Kendrick, Williams out there. Kendrick Williams is like 6'7". How tall is Kendrick Williams? Let me see. But I just think it was times where Casey Wallace, Casey Wallace, the defensive guard for Oklahoma City, he was out there when Dame wasn't out there. I thought that was stupid. I thought Jalen Williams should have got more time with Chet on the court to help Chet out. They left Chet by himself against those bigs. I just think Chet Holmgren couldn't buy a bucket. It just was a whole bunch going on. I think Josh Giddey played good. J-Dub, I want to see J-Dub. I think what he got to work on, Ray, is when your number one not getting it going and you kind of got it going or you still can get your shot, because he had a couple nice little runners and floaters over Giannis. I think he got to be able to be like, say, dog, SGA, this gonna be my game. This gonna be my game where I'm taking 23, 24 shots. You see what I'm saying? I think it exposed a lot of things like that, but it definitely showed me that Oklahoma City is not ready for size. And I didn't like Mark Daigneault. His rotations was bad. You can't lose to the Bucks second unit. Your second unit can't be beat by the Bucks second unit. That's embarrassing. I think Chris Middleton had some moments. But all in all, I think the Bucks for real, and we'll get to this later, but I think Giannis need to be in the MVP talks, bro. And I think, yeah, we'll get to the MVP talk, but just overall, what do you think about them getting blown out by the Bucks? Is that a sour taste in your mouth?
I've been saying it for a while now. I think the Bucks finally kind of figuring out. People was getting their jokes off about when they first hired Doc and all this stuff, and even before the Doc stuff, just Dame made the wrong choice, and he ain't gonna be. Bucks ain't about to be what y'all think it is. But now that people finally seeing, okay, you got Bobby Portis coming off the bench, Chris Middleton coming back at the right time, right before the playoffs, so he getting his legs up under him. This is the first time we kind of seeing Dame actually play the point guard position versus him always getting to play the hero role, and he got to be the dominant scorer, and he got to be the shot creator. Now he's actually taking a step back and like, man, I can actually run a actual pick and roll. I can actually set up looks for Giannis. I can set up looks for Malik Beasley on the wing. I can actually see the whole court and have an actual offense that I can run as a point guard versus just that, I got to be a scoring guard on the court. So, I don't, like you said, OKC, they couldn't really get nothing going on their offense. And then on the defensive end,
he was ugly.
You really got to blame the coach on that because you got to make adjustments.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, I think it's more so just like I said though, a lot of people need to start realizing that the Bucks are for real.
They can beat, bro. I'm telling you, Ray, they can beat the Celtics, fam. That Celtics are not unbeatable. I think it's a couple teams.
I don't think they're unbeatable. It's just that we expect the Celtics to be in the finals this year, just because, like, bro.
I really don't. You expecting
the fact that y'all revamped y'all roster after letting Grant Williams go and Marcus Smart go, and Malcolm Brogdon go. Then it was speculation that, man, what y'all gonna do with Jalen Brown? And y'all gave him that big old contract, and then y'all brought Porzingis over there, and then y'all brought Drew Holiday. So it's like all these things, just like, hey, y'all keep doing these things, see y'all roster and all this stuff. But Jalen Brown and Tatum, how many times we gonna say we expect a ring from y'all as a duo? Because it was at one point, like you always say, we doubted if they was even gonna ever like flourish as a duo because they're the same exact type of player. So it was like, okay, now that y'all, now y'all kind of figuring it out. Okay, now we need to see if it resulted in something. And they got to the finals, but It didn't look pretty when they got there, but it's like, okay, y'all got to 1, but we need to see y'all actually hold up that trophy. We need to actually see. You said what?
You putting these Bucks that you seeing right now over the last, because they got to win against the Clippers. They done dismantled the Suns without Giannis. They had a close game without Giannis against the Celtics. Do you think the Bucks should be the favorite in the East because of Giannis? Because I think Giannis is clearly the best player in the East, and I think his supporting cast, because now you got Middleton back. Jay Crowder even hit a couple threes the other day. I think Bobby Portis, like we've been talking about, you was on to something with the Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis being good, but I think he's at a different level this year in terms of scoring the basketball from pretty much all 3 levels.
And it's something. I started finally kind of realizing what Bobby Portis was. Really a couple seasons ago. I was like, man, he got better 3-point line. I didn't know he could shoot like that. And at first, it was just he was a corner, a 3-point corner specialist type of guy. Like he'd step out in the corner every once in a while. But then I started seeing him catch from anywhere behind the 3, and I'm like, okay, he been working all behind the arc, and he's always been a guy that feel like he got an advantage from the block. He gonna take it. He got a little nice floater for a big. He got a nice little hook shot. He got a nice touch in the paint. He's always been a solid mid-range shooter his whole career, just about. So I knew he could score the ball. It's just that I knew him being on the Bucks. I mean, before the Middleton injury, you got Giannis and Middleton ahead of you. So it's like you're probably not going to get a chance to really display how great of a scorer you are. But then, like I said, he had Giannis miss those 2 games, and the one person that stepped up in those 2 big games was Portis. He stepped up big against the Suns. I mean, they lost a close one against the Celtics, but he had like 30 in that game. So I mean, like it's just like how you like growing up, the coach be like, "Hey man, when your number called, be ready."
Yeah,
he definitely shown that he's ready when his number called.
How do you view Doc now? Like, has Doc been showing more as a coach? Has he actually put his imprint on this team, or is it just these guys figuring it out as players and coaches really?
It could be a mix of both. Because like Doc ain't coached nobody on that roster before, so I mean, it was gonna take some getting used to from that standpoint, and then also, it was still just those guys learning a new coach. I mean, because for some of those guys, it was probably still just like, bro, like what happened? Like, so I mean, from that standpoint, it's probably just a mix of both. Like the guy, the team figuring it out, as well as the coach finally figuring out, okay, oh, this guy works best when he's with this guy. This unit is perfect. When we in this situation down in the 4th quarter and we need a little run, this unit is perfect. When we need a unit in there, you got a balance of defense and offense. So it's just him probably just figuring out what units fits best in those situations, and then also the players just we got a little we kind of fell off for a bit, but we regrouped and we worked through it. So
Okay.
I think it's just a mix of both the players and the coach.
So the Bucks got the Lakers next, then they got the Pelicans, and then they got the Hawks. What's the biggest game of those 3? Then I'm gonna ask you one more question about the Thunder before we move on.
Who did you say after the Lakers? I know you said the Hawks.
Lakers, Pelicans, Hawks.
I think that Lakers game the biggest one, because for one, Lakers still trying to move up that play-in ladder, so they gonna, and now it's coming down to the wire where you can't really afford to lose no games. Pelicans kind of in a spot where they they don't want to lose, but they can afford to kind of take a loss here and there. Plus, missing they number 2 option, they second best player out of Ingram. So that's still, I feel like the Bucks might go in and capitalize off that a little bit because Ingram ain't no small person, so that size they're gonna be missing. Bucks is a big team. You really need all the size you got on your team when you're going against them, so they can capitalize off that. So, and then the Hawks, I mean, at this point they kind of just
they done flew the coop. That ship done sailed, man. But okay,
they're just on cruise control right now.
Okay, the Thunder. You worried about this loss? Was that a worried loss to lose like that against the Bucks? To lose that bad to where pretty much by the fourth quarter the game was pretty much over. They kind of got stomped down, low key.
I mean, every team got their loss though, so I'm not gonna say I'm worried. It is something to key in on how they respond next game, though. That is something because that's when the worry come in. If they get blown out like they did, and in the next game they get punched in the mouth again, they don't do nothing. It's like, okay, what's going on here? So I'll say I will key into the next game for sure.
They got Pelicans tomorrow. The Pelicans tomorrow. They got Pelicans, Rockets, Suns, and Knicks. So you think that Pelican game will be a game to watch for?
Yeah. I think it's even a game to watch for their Rocket squad, especially how they've been playing lately.
Yeah, we go get to them for sure. But yeah,
I was just saying it's gonna be interesting them next 4 games you just named off.
Okay. Now, Clippers. I want to talk about the Clippers because everybody's been making a big deal. They 10-10 they last 20 games. But me personally, I dove deeper into it, and they lost to a whole bunch of good teams. They played Milwaukee twice, Minnesota. I think it's just sometimes you hit that point in your schedule where it's just like, oh man, it's just a rough stretch of games. And I think they hit their stretch of games. And I think losing Westbrook is a big part of that. I'm going to show you right now. So in their last 20, they lost to Minnesota, OKC, Sacramento, LA. They lost to Milwaukee again. Minnesota, OKC, Sacramento, LA, Milwaukee, Minnesota, New Orleans. Now the Atlanta and Philly loss is probably the 2 worst ones out of that. But now that you see the last 20 games, is it a little bit more understandable? And how do you feel about the Westbrook injury?
I mean, I know them losing Westbrook was gonna shake up they little depth a little bit because I mean he they backup point guard or whatever. But some of those losses, I mean, I understand they are against contenders, but they was getting blown out of some of those losses. So I mean, I don't know how much Westbrook will make a difference as far as how they've been playing lately, but
I think it's an energy thing, right? I think it's an energy thing because when you look at Kawhi Leonard, does energy just pop off? Is that what you think of when you think of Kawhi Leonard? Do you think of energy when you think of Paul George, James Harden? I think like actually having an energizing Westbrook that's getting the crowd into it, diving for loose balls. You know what I'm saying? Rocking the baby. Like, I'm not the biggest Westbrook guy, but as a 7th man, I think him and Norman Powell coming off the bench, that's a dynamic duo for a bench unit. Bones Highland, when he's got his opportunity, he just say dog, he needs to go play street ball. They got N1 still. I don't know if they got N1 still, but NBA basketball not for Bones. But I think they miss Westbrook, just the energy and the dynamic duo he forms with that bench unit with Norman Powell, and he get a lot of easy buckets. They don't get a lot of easy buckets, bro. It's a lot of half court, drawn out possessions. So I dove into the stats. Everybody's stats is pretty much the same. Now Kawhi is only averaging 23 points in these last 20. So I think he probably got to step it up, but he's still been pretty efficient, pretty good. So is Paul George. So it's like I think they just probably missing Westbrook, and they schedule been kind of hard. Mm-hmm.
We gonna see. He supposed to be coming back this week, right?
He supposed to be back tonight. They say he supposed to be back tonight. We
gonna see. We gonna see how much of that energy makes a difference.
So you worry? That's basically what you're saying. You think this should be something to be taken serious?
I mean, I'm not really worried because I told y'all I already thought that this Clippers team wasn't legit. That was you saying, man, I don't know. They look different this year. And I sat there and heard you and white boy Chris say last year, man, I am done with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard experiment. I heard y'all say that to y'all, man. And now here y'all are back on that gravy train, man.
That was pre-James Harden, right? And when y'all counted them out.
Even when they got him, I still was like, man.
And what I say
on that team,
that they too good.
You don't know what his availability gonna be. Mm-hmm. Really all three of them that can apply to. But two of them, they're playoff droppers. One of them, you don't know if he's gonna be available in the playoffs, and if he is available, you don't know for how long. And then the rest of those guys it's not enough.
Okay. Before we move on, I'm gonna ask you this. Right now, the 4-5 matchup is the Clippers and the Pelicans. The Clippers are the 4th seed and the Pelicans are the 5th seed. Who you got right now in their 7-game series?
I get by them because it's the Pelicans. You don't know how consistent hold on a second. Have we seen Zion in the playoffs?
No, dude was hurt. When that last time they played.
We already know CJ McCollum in the playoffs. That's gonna be interesting. I want to see. I really want to see what Ingram and Zion gonna do together on the playoff court.
Who would you favor
I still say I got Clippers.
Okay.
In that matchup.
What's okay? What would be this season would be disappointing for the Clippers if this happened?
They've been together so long now. They ain't even seen a Western Conference. Well, they've seen one.
So you saying Western Conference Finals are bust?
Nobody has them winning a championship, but they've been together so long. It's like that's what we still expecting. Like y'all still riding until the wheels fall off. So that's what we expecting. Anything else is just like, okay, it's the same Clippers team. Still ain't did nothing. The same Clippers team from the year before.
Okay. Just one last thing. Did you see the Paul George comments when he said in a press conference that they didn't have an identity? Is that something or nothing?
Is somebody asked him a question and he answered that like that? Or did he just
yes?
What was the question? What is the Clippers' identity?
No, somebody just asked him like what's been going on with the Clippers these last couple weeks or whatever. And he was like, we ain't got no identity. Austin Rivers on his podcast said that boy just got so used to talking on these podcasts, he just saying all kind of stuff. He said that should have been kept in-house. And people are speculating he going to Philly next year, so there's that.
This is what I don't like about today's All-Stars or whatever you want to call these guys. These guys be so ready to move like they not part of the reason why their team ain't succeeding. It's one thing you doing everything right they going behind your back saying stuff, promise you one thing, do another. You 100% loyal. You done put the work in, the grind in. You done carry teams to the playoffs year after year, but you ain't did that. You've been hurt the past 2 years. The year before, y'all could have made. Y'all was in a playing game. Somehow you catch COVID. Last year you wasn't even there. So I'm like, dude.
He did take them. Didn't he take them past the Jazz when Kawhi got hurt?
What's up with that?
Yeah, he got to that Western Conference Finals, but they pretty much got blew out. Who was that? Phoenix?
I think so. Because they got past Utah when Utah was their first seed.
And Utah still had Donovan over there at the time. So Donovan over there was his second year. So yeah.
But my thing is, I think Paul George has done what he's supposed to do for the Clippers during his time. I just think
win Western Conference Finals.
It's not his fault. I don't think it was his fault. He got them to the one Western Conference Finals. It's supposed to be Kawhi team, right?
So it wasn't his fault.
He's supposed to be Robin. Every time he's supposed to be a Robin, we blame Paul George the Robin.
What have people been saying this year about the Clippers?
What you mean?
Is he still a Robin?
He should be.
It depends on me personally. It can be between him and Harden who's going to be a Robin at any given night. It just depends on who they're playing.
Shoot, let Clipper fans tell it. He been the best player on the team.
That's because I don't get it. Like Paul George is just popular, bro. He just that popular dude.
This is what happens when you got a nigga with a podcast. He's just the most popular nigga on the team. Kawhi don't talk. People feel how they feel about.
Dang, Chris, I think we lost you. Or is it me?
No, I think he lost connection or something. But no, man. That ain't enough for me, man.
You said you had enough. I'm just saying with Kawhi. What was you saying, Chris? I think you back on now.
Oh, my shit, I cut out.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was saying it's because it's Paul George. He the most popular nigga on the team. This is what happened when you get famous on YouTube and start running your mouth about every damn thing. Shit, the nigga had the damn owner on the damn podcast.
I think he's so okay. Who's done more of their part for the Clippers? Paul George or Kawhi Leonard?
You can say so far Paul George only because Kawhi's been hurt. But still at the same time, just the way that Paul George is talking, he talking like he's him on that team. And it's like when we put it in the context, like we know you're not the best player on that team. It just so happened in the biggest moments that y'all had, you've been more available. And this can go from the year we talking about Kawhi got hurt, and he got into the Western Conference Finals. Shit, we can say last year whenever because PG got hurt before that first round against the Suns, right? He didn't play in that one, did he?
Mm-mm.
Right. Yeah, but then we see Kawhi, this your moment, and what happened? The nigga go off, and the next thing we know, the nigga hurt and can't play.
Disappeared, yeah. So why don't Kawhi get why? So why? This is really my last question. Then we can get to the Rockets. Why does Paul George get more criticism than Kawhi Leonard when Paul George has been more available and took them further?
Kawhi don't talk. And Kawhi's already proven. It's one thing if you underachieving and you talking, Kawhi don't say shit, dog. This nigga Paul George be like, this no identity thing, like, that shit is crazy to me. You've been there for how long? And you like at this point, nigga, whether you're available and like nigga, you supposed to be one of the vets on that squad. You're one of the two people that team's supposed to be built around, and you talking about y'all have no identity. That sounds like they got to start with shit. The two big dogs. You can't blame Doc no more. He gone. Ty Lue, yeah, we know he cold, but shit. I done seen this nigga more emotional than when he was coaching LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah.
That nigga literally like, shit, I thought I had a squad, but every time I turn around, one of these niggas get hurt.
Okay.
I mean, that's just how I look at it, man. I mean, Kawhi don't talk, man. It's
you not wrong.
A lot of niggas ain't gonna respond to a nigga that ain't gonna talk, man. It's one thing if you doing all that talking, you ain't done shit. This nigga Kawhi don't say shit, and he got two Finals MVPs. He don't give a damn about no other accolades, and nigga gonna try to bring up on him, dog.
Okay.
He don't talk. But the one thing I can say, I mean, because I was done. I mean, I'm still kind of iffy on him. But Kawhi has shown me this year the nigga can legit stay healthy, and maybe it was just something wrong with the nigga. I don't know. But so far, he's showing, okay, maybe the nigga was actually hurt.
I mean, he really do got bad knees. That ain't going nowhere.
But I'm just saying, like, the past 2 years, he's just missed so many games. It's just, you had niggas questioning, like, nigga, are you really hurt? Or is this low management thing really just rolling over from San Antonio?
Bro, this nigga's a low management OG. Don't get me started. We got to move on.
I'm just saying, because, it
I just think he deserves as much or more career criticism than Paul George. That's all I'm saying.
And I feel like but he's not gonna get it because he don't talk. You know the most talking that he did since he been in LA? That one commercial that he made. But when the one commercial was the only noise he made. And that's all he did.
Was that New Balance? That was New Balance?
And nigga, I ain't seen another New Balance commercial with that nigga in it.
Yeah, well. Now let's transition to the Rockets.
Podcast P is though.
Y'all seen the fight between Jabari Smith and Chris Dunn?
I wouldn't call it a fight, but y'all seen it.
Oh, y'all watching the game that's on right now?
Nah, you didn't see that little scuffle from the other day? Jabari Smith from the Rockets and Chris Dunn from the Utah Jazz. They had a little scuffle. I think they ended up both getting suspended. But man,
how you get suspended? I would have landed some punches. That punch didn't even land.
I'm sick. Damn, Ray, didn't you send it? I'm gonna see if I can play it. Ray, you sent that, didn't you? Didn't you send it into the group chat?
Maybe I sent it on. Let me see if I sent it on Instagram.
I think you sent it on the ground. I do think you sent it on. But Chris, bro, they got suspended for this fight. I want to pull it up for you so you can see it. And Ray, stop saying this stuff on Instagram, bro. I do not be on there like that.
I didn't send it on Instagram. I don't know where I sent it.
Where you send it to? Damn. But damn, Chris, it was just like a little scuffle. There was no punches landed, but they got suspended. Like they both hit the earth. So yeah.
Maybe I didn't send it. I don't know. I can't find it.
And who was this again?
Chris Dunn from Utah Jazz, the guard, and Jabari Smith Jr. from the Rockets. But damn, I just think the Rockets have won 8 straight, and they 1 game behind Golden State. That's really what I want to talk about, but I wanted to start a little fight because I thought it was funny. But Jalen Green over his where's it? Where you send it to?
To the group. It was on Saturday.
You see it, Chris?
Say, dog.
Well, they was talking about Chris Dunn, talking about
these niggas was airboxing. These niggas was shadow boxing.
And they got suspended for it.
This niggas say, man, man. See, this what that nigga say. This is why I did not have a problem with what that nigga Kelly Oubre said. I can't remember what game that was. I think he did a hard foul or something on somebody. And that nigga said every time he see somebody do that shit, bro, he just laugh. Because he said, you niggas is not going to do nothing. And that right there is just proof. You niggas is literally swinging. Like, bro, I don't get, when did we come to the era? And I don't know. Damn, I don't know when I saw this.
It's not this era.
Man,
Can't none of them niggas fight. You seen Charles Barkley?
No, it ain't even that. I'm talking about.
We definitely had some NBA players that actually can box.
No, but
now,
I'm talking
we
about
had a lot that can't box either, though. But man,
I'm just talking
DJ,
about.
You telling me King Martin couldn't fight?
Nigga, we in the era now, nigga, when niggas just balling their fist up, acting like they
look
gonna
at
do
some
stuff,
of King Martin fights.
We in the era, niggas balling their fist up, acting like they gonna do stuff, man.
Hey, DJ,
that right there. You know what? That right there, I'd have suspended them stupid ass niggas for that shit too.
Being honest, NBA might got the greatest fighter in sports history out of James Johnson. That boy is a black belt.
Black belt. but my thing is, it's been more physical. It's been more scuffles this season. I like it. I know these niggas ain't gonna fight each other for real. I know. Well, unless you.
I like that they actually showing some emotion towards the game. Don't get me wrong, but it's like that right there is disgusting.
That wasn't suspension worthy, but I would suspend him just because it was just a waste of time. Probably
I'd have suspended him. Look at the thing. If I had, if I had to go back and look
some
at
punches
this shit
and said, "Get them guys out of there, man."
Nigga, I probably wouldn't even suspended you if you would have landed, nigga. I probably would have fined your ass. But nigga, just for that embarrassment that you just put on national TV, both you niggas gotta go sit down and think about it.
Hey man, if the NBA ever give that NHL treatment,
bro, I say this to? DJ, did I say that to you?
I think you told me that. Yes, bro,
I said, man, they need to start just keeping some boxing gloves on the side and some headgear. Boxing gloves, mouthpiece, headgear. Let these niggas go for 20, 25 seconds to get back to what? And hockey make them sit down for like what?
25 seconds.
Hey man, hockey be letting them niggas go. Hockey let them go till they get tired.
On ice.
On ice,
goddamn
skates that can cut your fingers off.
Dude, some of them dudes can walk on ice just like they can walk on just regular old hardwood. So,
and these niggas on hardwood,
for some of them, it's like, shoot, it ain't nothing.
Should the Warriors be worried? Y'all think the Rockets could catch the Warriors? They've been on an 8-game win streak. They 1 game behind. Jalen Green been averaging 27 points over his last 10, 27, 5, and 3 his last 10. Y'all are the Rockets, because we know how the Rockets started. They was actually pretty good at the beginning of the year. Can they catch the Warriors in y'all opinion?
Man, at this point, do the Warriors even want to be in the goddamn play-in, dog?
So hey man,
so they beating up. I'm not gonna say they beating up on Blazers, but they winning by 13 right now.
I mean, that's all fine and dandy, bro. But I don't even really want to see Golden State in no play-in situation at all, bro. If I'm gonna just keep it a buck, that's just me. I mean, the Rockets, I wouldn't mind seeing, just because that's an up-and-coming team. If they lose in the first round of the play-in, it ain't like I'm gonna be disgusted or nothing. It's like, okay, they a young up-and-coming team. I'm like, okay, good job, y'all. You know, this is steps in the right direction. But I don't want to see Golden State in that motherfucker, dog. I'm sorry. I mean, everybody's on that. Oh well, they're gonna go into that playoff mode. It ain't enough deodorant. Steph ain't got enough deodorant, dog. I'm sorry. Blow that shit up.
Bro, the Hawks beat the Celtics, man.
They came back and beat them?
That's crazy.
Beat them by 2.
That's crazy. DeAndre, huh? Them niggas, I told you, I do not trust the Celtics, bro.
Nah, shit, that nigga Ray wants to go ahead and gas that nigga Tatum up.
He had 37. I don't know what the rest of their team was doing.
He should have did a little more. If he would have had 39, if he would have had 40, they would have won.
Real talk. No Trey or Jalen Johnson. Nah, hell. But
who is this guy starting for Atlanta? Krejci? How you say that?
Krejci?
I don't know.
Creasy.
He had 16.
Boy had 4 threes.
First game probably starting his career and came out and had 16.
Did y'all see? Y'all heard what Steve Kerr said about Curry, and then what Curry said, and then what Draymond said?
You talking about the rest of him to get him to keep him rested or whatever?
Yeah,
for the playoffs.
Because they had a lead against Minnesota the other day,
and he sat down for a long ass time. Bro, I think this nigga's smoking, dog. That nigga's getting some of that. Who else do we see do that? And you talking about you trying to make a push for the playoffs, dog? Rail rested, nigga. The rest was over after the All-Star break. It's go time, baby.
I agree.
Like I don't understand that shit, dog. Like I haven't seen Steph and Draymond quotes, but Steve Kerr, bro, and it's like I used to try to defend him because everybody like, man, Kerr need to go. He don't know how to coach. He losing his mind. But that right there, bro, like that makes no sense. Like if you trying to throw the season away, dog, don't make it obvious. Is all I'm saying. Like at that point, it's clear as day that nigga y'all ain't worried about making no damn playoffs, let alone a play-in.
Oh, so you think they don't even care no more, basically?
They don't give a fuck, dog. That nigga Steve Kerr over. I think Steph does care. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he would ever make a personal decision to sit there and just not play for that long. I don't think that's even in Steph DNA. I just don't sit there and believe that. Like nigga, that nigga Steph is just one of them where I feel like he knew what he signed up for when he knew that he was when he's getting talked about as the greats, nigga. I know I may have to play 38, 40 minutes a night. But shit, man, if you're going to sit there and sit me, nigga, like, I just don't think Steph was going to just sat there and was cool with that shit, dog. This
is what he said. I want to play as many minutes as I'm fresh and able to. So I'm a little bit surprised knowing that they were going on a run, said Steph Curry, who ended up playing 30 minutes. Our lead was withering away. But this was Steve Kerr. He said we can't expect just to ride Steph. He said we just can't expect just to ride Steph.
Man, all that is man, I don't give a damn. Any team is gonna ride their best player. I don't give a damn who you are. If you see that a team is coming back, and how many times we have seen the best player done sat down? It's been 2 minutes, another team on a run. You wanted to rest them a little bit more, like, sorry, nigga, go ahead and get your ass back up. Time to get back in there. These niggas fucking. We see this all the time. Niggas was talking about shit. Nigga, we still saw with LeBron James last year, as old as he is. Nigga sat down for 2 minutes against Denver when they was trying to at least make it some type of a series. Nigga sat down for maybe a minute and a half. No, go and get back up. They losing it. Go and get back up, my boy. So I just don't understand. That makes it's one thing if this nigga would have said, I don't want to ride Kuminga, I don't want to ride Wiggins. nigga, they're my third, fourth options on any given night. Nigga, you talking about the clear-cut number one player on your team. Nigga, I'm riding that nigga until his wheels fall off. You pay these niggas for a reason.
I just don't think he that great of a coach. Why we so scared to say it? He inherited a great situation. I don't think he that great of a coach.
Man, I've been saying that shit for years, and niggas call me crazy. That nigga is riding the coattail of what Mike Brown built, and I'm going to keep saying that until shit forever. It don't matter. That nigga's riding the coattails of what Mike Brown built.
Damn.
Mike Brown.
When did Mike Brown leave?
Mark Jackson, my Brad.
Mike Brown was the defensive coordinator or whatever the hell that was when he was over there. We
when
forget Mike
Brown
there? Was over there.
But yeah, Mark Jackson was the one that Mark Jackson is the one, my bad. Wrong nigga.
But what has he done since bro left? I don't think they Mike Brown had the defense.
Look at all the players, like and don't get me wrong, Steve Kerr kind of kept that defensive thing. I will say this: Steve Kerr he's been a good defensive mind when he's had certain talent there. But go back and just take a look down memory lane at the young talent that Steve Kerr has drafted and see what has he done. And we can really have this conversation, bro.
He's not developing Kuminga, bro.
Why did it take Kuminga this long? Why did it take Kuminga this long?
He don't know how to use them. He don't know how to use them. He don't understand.
Go back and look at all the players that Steve Kerr has drafted since the day he took that job. Everybody that he's always had, they went and traded for, got vets. Name me one young player this nigga has developed that you could just say, oh, he really like that. You can't name him.
I would say Jordan Poole, but
nigga,
he did good with Jordan Poole, but it's like
we got Jordan Poole for one good year.
That rookie center they got right now, he okay.
Who? Prozinski? No, they starting to get ready-made players now.
Trace Jackson Davis.
But see, they getting ready-made players now. He's not having to develop them. These dudes doing 4 years, three years in college already. So they coming in already with their coaching in them. Now it's just play this role. Steve Kerr has never took a guy. Even if you look at Moses Moody, I think you still could do stuff with Moses Moody.
Look at Kaminga.
James Wiseman.
Did he draft Wiseman? We don't even think Wiseman got to his full potential.
Wiseman actually been playing pretty good lately too. I just think that Steve Kerr is just overrated.
I just don't think Steve Kerr is a good. I don't think he develops players good. As much as people try to praise this man, I just can't sit here and say that the resume of people he's developed has just been all that.
This was stupid. What he did with Team USA, a lot of that stuff was stupid. I just think he's exposing himself, bro.
We're going to have to eventually have the conversation that we know that Steve Kerr got 4 chips, but he inherited the team that was built by somebody else. And if this had been any other coach in the league, we'd be killing them.
Facts. Because you would.
But the fact that you played with Jordan, you was part of that damn run, and you hit one of the best shots that we outside of Jordan we done seen in the playoff game. That's why don't nobody get on you the way they should.
Yeah. We got a couple more topics.
4 chips. I don't think nobody gonna just overly criticize you.
Nah,
I'm gonna criticize.
Come on, man. We gotta keep it real on some of these chips, dog.
DJ, 4 chips is 4 chips. I don't
4 chips is 4
It's
chips.
4 chips.
Hey man,
y'all kill me, bro. Man, at some point we gotta be honest.
Some things are not deep in what they are. Some things are just they are what they are.
So you think he's good?
4 chips?
That's crazy.
Ain't nobody guaranteed for nothing in the league.
No, it's not.
The fact that you get that,
like, hold on. When there's teams with the talent that clearly should be winning chips, the coaches get on that. The coaches get the fault for that. So why can't he get some credit? I'm not saying he deserves all the flowers or everything else. Why don't he get some credit for holding that team together, make sure they do what they're supposed to be doing?
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because they kicked Mark Jackson out the goddamn door before we can even see what they were supposed to blossom into. That team he built that team. Steve Kerr just literally came in and took the reins. We can't say
Steve Kerr implemented a better system.
Was Kerr supposed to decline that offer and say no, give Mark Jackson a job?
Okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that any coach should have turned down that job. But what I'm saying is, am I saying that Mark Jackson would have won 4? No, but I still think that a good coach still would have won with that same team. That's just all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So should Phil Jackson get credit for winning with the Lakers, even though he had no part in getting Shaq over there or drafting Kobe or any of those guys that he got role players?
He came in with championships, though. Steve Kerr didn't have no coaching experience. That's not a good correlation.
Hold on a second. So should he get? He didn't draft Jordan and Scottie Pippen. He didn't draft none of those guys on that championship for their Bulls.
And they also was a bottom feeder before he came.
No, they weren't.
How was they a bottom feeder when they was making to the playoffs?
I'm saying, come on.
They was making to the playoffs. They was winning 30-something games, man. That East was terrible.
How bad the East was.
That's what I'm saying.
How bad the East was. That wasn't just them.
Derek Collins wasn't no goddamn good coach. This wasn't no Avery Johnson, Rick Carlisle situation. This wasn't no Steve Kerr, Mark Jackson situation. Doug Collins was okay, you got them. You only go get us so far. I think Avery Johnson could have got you to a chip. I think
so. We're gonna completely ignore the fact
Mark Jackson could have got you to a chip eventually.
We're gonna completely ignore the fact that Scottie Pippen wasn't Scottie Pippen yet with Doug Collins.
Bro, sometimes, bro, this is what I say about Steve Kerr and Phil Jackson to a certain extent. They are good at managing superstar players. They know how to deal with them or whatever. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like it wasn't a lot of coaches that can do some of these jobs, man. Like maybe Phil Jackson was the perfect guy for the Bulls just because he knew how to manage them dudes. But say, dog, it's a lot of people that I think could have coached Michael Jordan. You think Jerry Sloan couldn't have did that?
He didn't have 2 superstars on his team?
Them niggas wasn't Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
So you telling me if Phil Jackson would have switched with Jerry Sloan, what would have happened? The same thing?
Exactly. I think yes. You think Phil Jackson beating Jerry Sloan and Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen?
So you telling me that Jerry Sloan would have been okay with Dennis Rodman how he was moving out there? Because I don't think there's only one coach. It's only one coach that would have been okay with it.
But that's what I'm saying.
That boy would have had Robin
different.
off their team, man. And now you
But
now you lose your best defender / rebounder.
Okay, I mean, if you use them arguments, that's cool. Then we got some comments I did not get to. What's good? The topic was Steve Kerr really a good coach because he limited Curry's minutes against the Timberwolves when they had the lead. Then Curry sat down, Timberwolves came back and spanked them. So we really were just debating Steve Kerr for too long a little bit. But what's up with it, Swish, man? Okay, we only got a couple more word around towns. These gonna be quick. Ben Gordon, he's on probation. Ex Bull star, UConn legend. Now, I don't know if y'all heard, but that nigga been in trouble with the law.
Abuse?
He was at a sports bar and they said he was being rowdy. They called the laws on him. He got caught with brass knuckles, a taser, and a knife.
Damn.
And
what is he doing with all that?
I can't remember the last time I seen a nigga with brass knuckles.
He got mental health issues. They claim he also
here we go
for punching his 10-year-old son in the airport, and he punched the security guard.
That's the first thing I heard about a while back. I was like, this dude here is crazy.
I just wanted to see if y'all had any things on Ben Gordon. He's getting off because he's not getting no jail time. I think he got community service because I think he's crazy. I didn't know he was. I didn't know he was off like that.
Oh, see, time out. So you telling me they said you crazy, but all you gotta do is community service? They crazy too.
Community service, huh?
But I mean, he got a good lawyer. I don't know what to say. It say he's bipolar. He suffers from bipolar depression. So it's like, I know how that goes. Shit, sometimes motherfuckers be crazy, bro. Mm-hmm. But he
means good coach.
That's crazy, man. We ain't never heard Ben Gordon be in no trouble during his career. All of a sudden,
that's what I'm saying. I think
he was a quiet, chill guy. You never heard nothing about Ben Gordon doing anything stupid or just out of the ordinary.
I didn't know he won a 6th Man of the Year his rookie year. I knew he won a 6th Man of the Year.
I know he won his rookie year. That's crazy.
Yeah. Fresh off a championship at UConn. So prayers up to Ben Gordon, man. I never thought he would end up like this, bro. This nigga got caught with a whole goddamn artillery at the goddamn bar. That boy
did nothing shoot.
That man thought he was an action movie or something.
Oh, man, prayers up to Ben Gordon and shout out to his lawyer. That nigga done punched his son in the airport, punched the security guard, and then he had all these damn weapons at a bar. He no jail time.
All he gotta do is go pick up some trash on the side of the freeway.
Come on, dog.
That's crazy. Okay, last one. Y'all seen the Johntay Porter gambling investigation? Michael Porter Jr. brother?
Yeah.
Is that why that nigga been downgraded?
Yeah, he about to be
that nigga had to go head up on some lawyer fees.
Bro, but this my thing. Because I've been wanting to ask y'all this now that we all four fully together. Y'all think gambling gonna be a problem in sports, bro? Because I be on Bleacher Report, everybody, man, this nigga selling. This nigga is not hitting my parlay. Like that's all I'm starting to see, bro. And then the NBA has invested even more into gambling.
Yeah,
you ain't finna stop these niggas from even the players. You're not finna stop these dudes from trying to get in on some of that.
I'm trying to figure out. So what exactly did his brother do?
He said he was making prop bets on himself.
On MPJ?
Yeah, taking the under. MPJ brother, Johntay Porter.
He was making prop bets on like stuff.
I mean, with that, clearly, nigga, they gonna think something's up. You his brother. I mean, I don't know why
he played. He played. He for the Raptors.
He played for the Raptors.
Oh, he been making bets on himself?
On himself. He just the under been exploding.
First of all, I didn't know he was in the league. So
I was just about to say, I didn't even know this nigga was in the league.
I was like, dude, obviously no.
Like he played. I was like, oh, he in March Madness right now. Oh, good shit, nigga.
I thought he was just like Dak Prescott, brother, just a fan.
Bro, I was like, somebody got to explain something to me. I didn't know this nigga hoop.
Let me read it for you since y'all don't know. It's funny to me just read.
I don't even need you to read it. He's a fucking idiot.
Based on what you already told me, I'm over here.
He's a fucking idiot, bro.
Like,
why would you do that?
He ain't hear about old dude for the Falcons a couple years ago.
Calvin Ridley.
He thought he was gonna get by.
Hey, yeah.
How small of a role you have? I don't care if you are a water boy on that team. They're gonna find out you're doing something.
He did it twice too.
Somebody look up this nigga contract. This nigga must not be making
$415,000.
Yeah.
Man, that's still low to the average nigga, dog.
Do him and his brother got a good relationship?
Yo, I was just gonna say his brother is paid, man. Say dog.
They got a good relationship though.
Yeah. I mean, that's
sure
his brother.
I ain't never heard MPJ even bring that nigga up.
$400,000, and then you're your brother a multi-million. Man, come on, man.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And you know that ain't the only money he making. He making some shit on the back end somewhere.
And that's what I'm saying. Even like say, they got something going on.
I don't be getting these niggas, dog. It's just
let me look this up real quick. I need to see how dumb this dude look.
How much did he bet on himself?
That's crazy.
This is the reason why they end up investigating. At least one U.S. sportsbook detected unusual betting interest on the Porter props in the games in question. A sportsbook industry source told ESPN that multiple betting accounts attempted to bet large amounts upward to $10,000 and $20,000 on Porter unders in the January game against the Clippers. Betting limits on NBA player props vary by sportsbook and customers, but are typically around $1,000 to $2,000. So motherfuckers usually bet 1 to 2K. These niggas 10-20,000. He get under 4 points. Like, bro, like come on, man.
They just cast.
You know what though? If he probably would have laid that bet on a nigga that we know, they probably wouldn't have gave a damn. This nigga, what's his name?
Johntay Porter.
Johntay Porter.
But it was an increased betting interest. Like a lot of people was they was taking his unders twice. Like they was like real. You know how the percentages they can track percentages. A whole bunch of bets just start going towards his under. So it's like, bro, nigga, like,
why would you bet on like why? All of a sudden, people want to bet on Johntay Porter.
And that's the point,
bro. I'm about to say that's the problem, nigga. Nigga, I don't even see this nigga name pop up. So what app they got to where his name pop up?
They say the NBA has a representative for every team that monitors the gambling for each NBA team.
Yeah, if I would have seen niggas betting on that nigga, I would have reported it too. Because who the fuck's betting on you, man?
That's crazy.
I just don't get these niggas, bro. I just don't feel I could be this. I just don't feel like I could be this stupid if I got them type of checks coming in.
Listen to this. It's like people were trying to do whatever they could to bet Johntay Porter props. Sources said, and then just a few days ago, the same thing. We had a bunch of people trying under for more. Yep.
No, they said a league spokesman confirmed that the probe had been open. ESPN first reported the investigation, which it said surrounded Porter's performance in games on January 26th and March 20th.
Man.
In both games, Porter played briefly before leaving, citing injury or illness.
My gosh.
Just what the coach said about it. He said, I never doubt injuries. I never doubt honestly from players. Obviously, I've never had a situation like this before.
I bet he made a lot of bank on the back end because he already sorry. So,
man, he said, that's crazy.
See, this is what happens when a nigga like Calvin Ridley can get suspended, go to a team and do, damn near nothing, and then he goes and gets pretty much $100 million contract with $50 million guaranteed. That right there just shows we can gamble and still get paid.
Johntay Porter is not Calvin Ridley.
Shit, Calvin Ridley wasn't even Calvin Ridley.
last
but
season.
Calvin really got way more control of the game than a Johntay Porter. And then people would actually bet with or against Calvin Ridley because they know him. Nobody knows Johntay Porter does. Everybody trying to take his under.
That boy played with Memphis back in 2020, 21.
Say that. I just knew him.
He learned these crazy ways from Dylan Brooks and Ja Morant, man.
Y'all know these niggas taking a prop bets, the overs and unders. Y'all heard what Draymond said. He said, man, sometimes I can go out there and fuck up on purpose just for people shit to go south. Hoe ass. Oh, sorry. But nah, that nigga, bro, that's fucked up. Say, bro, why would you purposely fuck over the working class? That's just fucked up.
That's crazy.
Nigga said I fucked up just cause fuck it.
Bro, the Spurs beat the Suns without Wemby, man.
That shit, Haliburton was over there crying, talking about man. I feel like they just see us as a prop so they can try to get their parlays.
He did say that. Haliburton is he's so soft. We spent 17 minutes before y'all came on here talking about that nigga.
I said, I should have commented on that motherfucker, nigga. You goddamn right. Get your ass out there and get that double and stop fucking with me, dog. But
you out there damn near finna break all your ankles trying to get this 200 or this 45 million bonus. I don't feel sorry for you, nigga.
I really don't.
That boy, generations depend on him, man. What you talking about, DJ?
Man,
y'all see how these kids end up when they inherit money? Nobody care about no generational wealth. That's really not a good thing. Bro, that shit bullshit. Motherfuckers should work. Now I'm being dead.
Somebody,
bro, you see Jackie Chan? Y'all seen Jackie Chan's son? That nigga damn near. Y'all seen Joe Biden's son? Y'all heard about Andy Reid's son?
I can pass by
inheriting money is not great.
I can pass by all these sons in real life and not realize who I'm passing by.
But I'm saying most of these kids with money, they don't turn out well. You got to go through the struggle. You got to have a hero's journey in life. You can't just inherit this money. Motherfucker be falling off like a motherfucker. Y'all see all these kings when they sons inherit the throne, them motherfucking they whole damn kingdom fall apart. These motherfuckers, they ain't been through nothing. You got to go through something, man. You don't just wake up with all the cheat codes to the game and think shit go good.
So you gonna want your offspring to go through what you went through.
No,
I ain't saying go through what I go through. But don't think this shit just gonna be handed to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like just.
Some people kids do they do it with their kids. They just hand it to them. But I don't think all these people just here you go.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we gonna it's one of the things we gonna make sure they're good. But it's like you just got to understand, nigga. I'm rich. We're not rich. I'm rich.
Yes, man. You gotta
like I'm gonna make sure you good. I'm gonna have something set aside. So if you want to go to college or go into business, whatever you, but just know, nigga, if I got you set up and I done taught you everything I could to make sure you successful, don't bring your ass that back home.
Bro, I'm giving you something when you graduate and you get a little head start. A lot of people don't even get that.
Dang.
So it's like, nah, man, fuck that. Oh damn,
what we moving on to?
Hot takes. Did anybody got any hot takes that y'all been thinking on about the season, playoffs, or player? Any hot takes? I want to hear hot takes. I want to hear hot takes.
And man, Wemby ducking. That man Wemby ducking Bobo.
He just, bro, the Spurs just beat them.
Stop it.
I ain't trying to hear none of that.
No, don't get to talking about the Spurs now. Y'all say, oh, he ain't got no supporting cast. Man, them every time he out, them niggas.
That's why I'm clowning the Suns for losing to them without Wemby.
But y'all said Wemby don't got a supporting cast. So what is it?
And Kevin Durant missed it.
The Suns trash.
Man, Kevin Durant old as hell. He in the same damn boat as LeBron and Steph, man. It's to the point where his fourth quarter numbers is so bad. I'm damn near watching old Texas highlights. Like, man, where has the time gone?
MVP candidate. I ain't trying to hear nothing about that old talk.
Yeah, you was pushing for him to be MVP candidate this year. So was I, but
this year.
I think I'm putting more on Devin Booker. And why we don't talk about how bad Bradley? This is my hot take. Bradley Beal is a role player. Bradley Beal sucks. He's not a star. I don't think Bradley Beal is good. I don't.
Okay, now you could have just left it at role player.
I'm saying you went too far.
Is he better than Grayson Allen right now?
Yes.
Damn, DJ, you going for the juggler, ain't you?
I'm saying that's messed up. That's messed up. Dang. I know Grayson Allen been playing good,
That
but
was compared
goodness.
to a guy that ain't never been an all-star.
Come on now.
No, okay, I ain't gonna do that. But I honestly think when we
I didn't think that Bradley Beal was gonna play his best ball just because nigga, we done seen Bradley Beal had that green light for ever since John Wall went down. That nigga Bradley Beal done had the green light. Has he been winning basketball? No, but we done seen this nigga done damn near had scoring titles and all type of shit as the nigga that is able to shoot that pistol as soon as he touches that ball. Now he was a third option. I didn't expect it to look the same. I mean, and then especially with him just being hurt so much, I just don't think he even really got a rhythm as to how he fit. I mean, that nigga really just get the ball and then just start doing Bradley Beal ball. He been decent.
He's lying to y'all. He's playing pretty good as a third. He's giving.
I'm just saying as of late.
% from the field and
Man,
almost
watch
40%
the damn
from the
games. I don't give a damn.
As of late, he's been decent. I'm just talking about when Bradley Beal first came back from that injury, he wasn't looking too good, but he been looking a lot better as the season is going on than when it first started.
Okay, who better right now? Jalen Williams from the Thunder or Bradley Beal?
I take Jalen just because of the defense.
I mean, yeah, I take Jalen.
Devin Vassell from the damn Spurs or Bradley Beal?
Give me Brad. Give me Brad.
I think he in the same tier as Malik Monk now at this point.
All right, hot take. Why y'all still not gonna give this man Sabonis no credit?
Who was y'all?
I think Sabonis is ass.
I'm talking about DJ. Well, my bad.
I'm about to say DJ. You because you already know that you already third best center in the league last year. Third team All NBA. Look like he finna get All NBA again. And you still don't have some shit to talk.
Hey, with Embiid being out, it's gonna be
All NBA in the first round.
It's gonna be something they was gonna get All NBA, but thank you, Embiid.
Sabonis gonna be All NBA and be another first.
You just helped me land a big contract, Embiid. Appreciate you.
Watch him. He gonna be 15-12 on bad efficiency in the playoffs, and he gonna be stumbling and bumbling to another first round exit.
As long as he ain't got to see Looney or Draymond again.
Come on,
he might be all right.
You genuinely believe?
Man, I guarantee. Watch how Sabonis' energy shift when he lock eyes with Draymond on that court. He'd be a different player, like, bro.
That nigga scared to get stomped in that chest again.
If we being honest, Draymond scared a lot of them dudes out there. That's the crazy part.
And trying to find peace with Isaiah Stewart. What you were saying, Luke Chris? You said what you was going to say about Sabonis?
You genuinely don't believe that the Kings can make it out of the first round? You don't think?
Hell no. They probably won't make it out the play-in. They damn near. If the Warriors make the play-in, if it's the Warriors, if it's the Kings, if it's the Mavericks, and if it's the Sacramento Kings,
I think
the
Warriors. I think the Phoenix finna fall out of it. I think Phoenix finna fall out.
I don't trust Phoenix, bro. I'm sorry, I just don't trust Phoenix. I mean, I don't think KD. Well, no, because I don't think that KD is really trying to be that number one scoring option. No, I really think he's trying to like let Booker do it, and he kind of be like more of the closer in the fourth. But I just don't. I don't know, dog.
I don't trust the Suns. I don't trust the Warriors
because the Suns can't stop nobody.
But the Kings can't either, and the Kings' best players are worse than everybody else's best players.
Man, look, we can say that, but say, man, I still think that the Kings were a De'Aaron Fox injury away from making it to the second round last year. We forgetting he got hurt in that. He got hurt and could not play in that game 7. They made it a series. Now I'm not gonna sit here and deny
he played the game 7. He just played hurt.
I didn't think he played. I thought he was. I didn't think he played. Oh, which I don't know. I thought he sat.
Let me see.
But still, I mean, but regardless, you know,
it was Sabonis, the guy y'all talking about. I'm shitting on. He's not gonna be it.
I was about to say I didn't think. I was just gonna say Sabonis still didn't have his best series against that team. I'm not gonna sit here I ain't gonna sit here and praise the nigga. I'm gonna be honest, but still, he played.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, he just played fucked up.
Sabonis he's just not it, bro. It's gonna be that. It's that regular season. Oh, he plays so hard. He plays the right way, and he's gonna be the best player on the first round.
Well, you know what? Goddamn it! All I need for him is be good in the regular season to get that All NBA. Third best center in the league.
Hey, I'm gonna give him. I'll give him a pass for last year. That was his first, big major playoff, whatever. This year he come out wet the bed. I'm not gonna care about all he do in the regular season next year. I'm gonna give him one benefit of the doubt. That's all.
He gotta make it out. I guess this is another hot take. Sacramento is not making it out the play-in, dog. Every team in the play-in got better players.
You think
he go bold? Huh?
I mean, yeah, they could fall out the 6th seed. I think they ain't playing right now, but it depends. Like the whole playing 5 through 8 or whatever the West is crazy. So
hey, dog, the only team that's possibly gonna be in the play-in that they go be better than is the Rockets. As bad as the Warriors are, as bad as the Suns are, as much as I don't trust the Lakers, the Kings. I don't think the Kings making it through that, man.
I think I don't know if the Warriors. I don't know why I think the Kings, if they matched up against the Warriors, I still
don't know why you so high on the Warriors. Still.
Yeah,
that's just me. I'm not.
No, that's how low I am on the Kings.
That's pretty low. Then I'm sorry, that's pretty low.
Exactly.
That nigga ain't shit, dog.
Winning time, when everybody's playing hard and all that hustling Sabonis do and all that, man, get that shit out of here. We gotta play. Imagine, okay, because right now they got it's Sacramento, they in 7th, and Dallas is in 8th. Dallas go wash them, and then they go play the winner out of the LA and Golden State. Let's say that's LA. You think LeBron ain't gonna be dunking all over Sabonis again? AD ain't gonna have, bro. I get he ain't beat AD, but man, hey, dog. I don't trust it, dog. I just really do not trust
Sabonis putting them clamps on AD. Sabonis
say, dog. He better hope to God the Houston Rockets make it in it. So
Sabonis putting AD in the air fryer cooker before
they lost to the Rockets twice at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm. Say yeah, y'all better quit playing. Y'all better quit. Y'all just go on here just. Sabonis was cool. I'll look for trades.
Now the Warriors, I think they won the series, the series against them this year. The Lakers, they've beaten let's see.
They mollywopped them.
Let me see. They done played the Lakers. They beat them at the beginning of the season in overtime. Beat them again. Yeah, they done beat the Lakers, dog. 1, 2, 3 times. So I don't know. I just can't say that it's just gonna be. Now, if you want to say more like in the playoff series type of atmosphere, then I get you. But I just don't see I just don't see them getting mollywopped by anybody.
Just a winner go home game, LeBron.
Just one game.
No rim protection, LeBron.
They done lost to them niggas all year. That's all I'm saying. Like I feel you, but if we talking about a win, but now you talking about just a one game. I will take the Kings in one game against a lot of them teams. But if we talking about a 7-game series, that's a whole nother conversation. You got time to adjust to what the fuck a nigga doing. This is one game. We in the middle of March Madness right now, and I know you've been watching, and we done seen all these upsets in the first round.
Yeah.
It's one game.
LeBron not losing. In my opinion, I don't see LeBron losing no play-in game.
Not to no damn
shit.
That man LeBron will he will turn back the clock to win a play-in game.
You have no rim protection.
He will empty out the tank. He will play the whole game. Yes. He will empty out the tank.
Anybody else got any more hot takes?
I mean, all I'm saying is, without this rim protection, they still a top 6. They've been a top 6 seed for the most part, but this shit done got close. Hey, I mean, all we can do is wait and see at this point. All we can do is wait and see.
It's true. I mean, I don't see it.
I feel you. But third best center in the league. That all NBA just got my boy paid.
No, he ain't better than. I still take Bam over him. I take Sengun over him. I take Chet over him. If we just go be honest, the stats lean Sabonis way, but the eyes lean the other way.
Chet over that nigga.
Victor Wembanyama. I'm taking all these niggas over him. I'm just saying, bro.
Hey, that nigga LeBron tripped me out. I almost wanted to tag that nigga Chris. Like, why LeBron passed that ball back to D-Lo and wave off that nigga Chet like that? Like, little nigga, I'll hurt your ass again.
Anybody get any more hot takes? Ray? Creases?
Hey. You said anyone what, though?
Hot takes? Anybody got a hot take? Something that against popular beliefs?
Anthony Edwards for MVP.
No.
Okay, go on. Get into it.
No.
Anthony Edwards is my MVP. I don't care what nobody. If that nigga keeps them in that top 3 seed, I'm sorry. MVP. I just feel like now people have been saying, what about Jokic? Of course, that's an automatic. But me personally, I feel like out of more than any of the seasons that Jokic, I feel like this year, like he has had some good games. But you know how Jokic just be on cruise control, have a little 18-point triple-double. I just feel like he done had a lot of them games this year. And it's like, at the same time, when we just look at some of the team, like just team comparison, he does have a better squad around him. So that's why I feel like he's able to get away with just having an 18, 20-point triple-double. Now, the one argument that somebody had against me, if I just anybody to pick that I really had too much of an argument against, was SGA. But other than that, I'm not giving it to Tatum, but top 3 MVP for me right now at SGA, Luka. Especially if Luka can get them to at least a top 5 seed by the time this shit is all said and done.
We saying Jokic on cruise control. He's 26, 12, and 9. You said what? What you
I was gonna say how in jump Jokic like that? How in jump Jalen Brunson?
Who? I'm not gonna give it to Jalen.
No,
Jalen been turning up.
In my opinion, Jalen Brunson is more valuable to his team than Anthony Edwards.
Whoa.
I don't know.
I don't think
Minnesota can win games, man.
Hell, not without Ant.
That man be putting up 12 points and they win games sometimes. That man put 18.
But you know what the difference is? Like, we see niggas that only do that and put up 12 points, but we don't see them do nothing else. At least if I see Ant put up a stinker offensively, I know he's still going to give me the same amount of effort on the defensive side of the ball. Because we know that every player is going to have one of those type of games. Like where it's low scoring, like whether it's good efficiency, bad efficiency, every player is going to have one of those type of games. But this allows us to see, okay, you're doing bad offensively. Can you still affect winning on the other side of the ball? And I'm just saying between last year and this year, when we talking about Ant having to go without his second star or second option on his team, and last year he went majority of the year without him, got to the playoffs. He had him most of the year this year. He was a top 3 seed. He's hurt now, and he still has his team as a – we're not even talking about them dropping. Like, we're talking about all these play-in teams more than we are Minnesota dropping, which is crazy because they still playing playoff teams on the way to this playoff run.
Yeah.
And you can say what you want to about that game against Golden State, how they probably should have lost that game, but the end result is the end result.
Yeah.
But that nigga Ant, I'm just saying, just for what I see, without having your second option again, if he can keep them as a top 3 seed, I just feel like it's gonna be hard to argue that.
I like this hot take because
and I guess just also what I'm looking into, just also team construction when I'm talking about just the no
scoring right now.
The three players that I named as far as Luka, SGA, and Ant. when you just talk about all the other players around them, scoring wise, I just feel like Ant has the lesser out of the three.
I'll give you that. He got Nas
And
Reed,
I got
Jaden
called crazy for it. I'm like, bro. I said, look at SGA. Look at who SGA has. He has people that can put the ball in the hole. Look who Luka has. The nigga got Kyrie. That's self-explanatory right there. But if he's able to get this done without Cat, and we've been and y'all just had a debate about this as far as like who are the other scorers on that team outside of Ant. If he's able to keep them in the top 3 seed, I just feel like that when we talk about most valuable player, he is the most valuable player on that team to do it without your second best player.
I like it. He a two-way
and y'all know
player.
me, nigga. I just like that. Y'all know how I feel about Ant. That nigga is a dog. I just like them type of players. Like people, I had niggas calling me a little crazy. I'm like, say, bro, Ant, I see, and I just see it because he don't talk about it. I see a lot of Kobe in that nigga. Because you know how everybody's talking about, oh, Kobe stats ain't this. That nigga Kobe ain't give a fuck. I'm still finna come and try to put this on your motherfucking head every single time. Because when they try to compare Kobe to all these greats, I always want to bring a percentage and shit like that. Man, look at how this nigga played. Fuck all them goddamn numbers y'all always trying to live and die by. Look how this man played. And he got 5 chips out of it. But y'all want to argue numbers.
Ray, you jump in here because I like it. I don't mind Anthony Edwards being up there. I don't want Jokic to get it just because it's like this just Jokic having another Jokic season. Giannis having another Giannis season. I think they not far ahead of these guys team-wise, and they the younger generation. And for them to be doing this ahead of schedule, because nobody had SGA and them where they at. Nobody had Anthony Edwards and them where they at. And I think that's most valuable play. That's some most valuable player shit. But Ray, you got your thoughts on this? Anthony Edwards MVP?
I kind of had SGA ahead of him. But after, I mean, when the race is so close like it is, every game counts, especially down this late in the season. And after that performance yesterday, it was just kind of so. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Chris is too far off by saying that. It's just something that a lot of people just not talking about yet. But let a week go by.
Let me see who Minnesota got coming up. Let me see what they got coming up. They got the Pistons, they got the Nuggets, and the Bulls. So we gonna see this Nuggets game. I think this Nuggets game, we gonna really get to see where at in his MVP trajectory, because I think SGA blew his opportunity, bro. He blew his opportunity to seal the deal or get closer to that number 1 spot against the Bucks, because not only did he play bad, they got their ass whooped. So I do think SGA is very vulnerable right now, and I think people don't really.
Time of the year where they be like they look at every goddamn game under a microscope.
Yep. I ain't mad at it, bro. That's gonna be definitely something to watch for.
I mean, I don't expect them to win it. Don't get me wrong, just because this shit now is damn near more of a popularity contest than anything. Or shit, they just gonna give it to the best foreign nigga that we got in the league right now. That's kind of what it seems like it's been the past couple of years. But say, man, I said that to one of my partners the other day. That man called me crazy, dog. And he was talking about what he said. What about SGA? He all these 30-point games. I said, bro, SGA has a better squad. We talking about a nigga that, don't get me wrong, SGA made it to the play-in last year.
Do SGA really got a better squad than Anthony Edwards though?
Offensively, I believe he do. Now you can say maybe the Timberwolves probably got, they could probably that's mano for us defensively because of their size, but I think SGA has a better squad offensively. Because
not when Cat. Come on, bro. You got Cat.
I'm talking about right now without Cat.
You got a defense player of the year candidate. You got to Gobert. Gobert got a solid point guard.
That's another question. Why is Rudy? Why is Gobert defensive player? Why is he up for that again?
What is the best defense, bro? They're so much better than everybody defensively. It's crazy.
He's the anchor behind it.
Well, no, but I mean that's still just going with what I said. Like defensively, I feel like they probably match up. We were talking about how good they are, as good as LKC is offensively, but just right now without Cat, they are not a better offensive team than they are right now. I'm just saying I'm not saying like if this was full strength and he did this. I'm saying if he does this right now without Cat and keeps him as a top 3 seed in the West, then I do feel like that it's serious consideration.
They tied. Yeah, they tied right now. Pretty much they separated from it.
They've been tied for a minute.
So hey, if he can sneak out and get the 1 seed, no Cat, I think that was cemented.
Bro, I think even if he stays where he's at, is still if he still stays at even
his stats not good enough to get it as a 3 seed. His stats not gonna be good enough to get it as a 3 seed. He got to be a 1 seed, and he got to have a good game against the Suns. He got to have a good game against the 2 Nuggets.
I'm just looking at it because I just feel like this is just a point to where they are vulnerable and where they could get got. And if he at least keeps them right there in the top 3 spot, I still feel like that's good enough. Just for me, just when we looking at how people are saying that they so vulnerable, but shit, we still got the Clippers playing like ass. We got niggas hyping up Zion over a goddamn game against the Pistons. So, and then we got the Kings and the Mavericks. That's like what 8 games back right now. Who's to say that they just they got to go on a run to really catch them like that, and then the Timberwolves just really got to tumble.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of how I look at it, bro.
So who was your top 3 again for your MVPs, Chris? Then I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Ant, SGA, and Luka, and that's only I feel like if Luka can get them out of that play-in, maybe get that number 5 seed away from New Orleans, I feel like he's a definite lock for at least that 3rd place, in my opinion.
Okay. Who would you rather have 4 and 5? Is it Jokic and Giannis or Giannis Jokic? I'm low key leaning Giannis. I ain't gonna lie. Giannis is low key.
I was gonna say Giannis, but not by a lot.
Just because everybody been talking so much shit.
You say what?
Everybody been talking so much shit about Giannis and the Bucks, and they've been this and that. They the 2nd seed in the East, man.
I mean, you was one of them, DJ.
I was. But what he
now,
just did
my only thing is that I don't mind Giannis being in that spot, and I'm not kind of surprised with where they are. I'm kind of just waiting to see what the hell the Bucks gonna do in the playoffs. Like, that's just kind of the only thing I'm worried about. Like, God forbid if the playoffs start right now and they stay the same and they got to go against Miami and Miami beat their ass.
Miami ain't beating this Bucks.
We said Miami wasn't beating a lot of niggas.
Can I let me read off Giannis stats this year. 31, 11, and 6.
He's only missed 5 games.
Giannis is right there, dog. We got to quit doing this. Ray, who your top 5 MVP?
I like Chris' argument, but I just don't. Not this year, at least. I don't see Ant being ahead of Giannis in the MVP race. He may have snuck by Jokic, and that's a very, very
you ain't got no order?
I don't know. To be honest, I got Giannis number 1.
That's a hot take. Why you ain't say a hot take when we were doing hot takes? That's a hot take.
That's not really a hot take because
nobody got Giannis number 1 right now.
Who? I mean,
I don't think he's watching the games.
No,
I
think.
When you look at
it, okay,
you can look at the numbers, and that should already say, "Oh, he definitely got MVP numbers."
But they had some big wins without him. Now.
He only missed 5 games this season.
But I'm saying though, in those games,
he was there for most of the big games.
Not all that's true, but I'm just saying, like, once you already got 2 MVPs,
so they had a big game against what's it called? The Suns. They won, but they also lost the Celtics and the Lakers without him. So
why is he definitively for you over SGA? if we can't take yesterday out of it, but go ahead.
Sometimes it's
31, 6-6.
When they got Doc Rivers as a coach and they started off like 1-5 with him as the head coach. Sometimes it's good for you to have your slump in the middle of the road versus it being further down the road. Because people kind of forget and like, I mean, well, yeah, they did kind of have a little bump in a road, but they bounced back. When the last time we see you was, oh man, that boy was getting stomped. He didn't fight back. It's hard to be like, man. That's why they always talk about how you start is how you finish. I mean, he started off strong, and then he slowed down, and really he didn't slow down individually, but MVP still is. As much as we say it's an individual award, it's about how good your team is performing too. So
now, I think yesterday was a chink. That was a chink in the armor. Like you gotta put on a MVP level performance against another MVP level player.
Giannis this year?
I'll give you that. I'm not fighting it. What's your order though? Like how you got it right now?
I got Giannis 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I say SGA, and then I say Jokic.
Mm-hmm. So where does Ant and Luka fall into that?
I'll say Luka 4, Ant 5.
Okay. Me personally, I got damn, it's tough, bro. Because I can't ignore what Giannis been doing. But Jokic is just a monster. 26, 12, and 9. I think I gotta go Jokic, Giannis. As much as I've been talking about SGA, Jokic, Giannis, SGA, and then Luka. Yeah, that's pretty much how we go do that. I just think Jokic is just they whooped everybody. And that's not what we heard for. Whooped the Celtics twice. He beating everybody on prime time in the biggest moments. Him and Jamal Murray are getting it done. He's clearly the best player in the league. He's playing like it now. He's on autopilot, giving you 26, 12, and 9. So it's like I can't ignore that. They number one in the West right now. It's just he's just brilliant, bro. If anybody deserved 3 MVPs, he one of them dudes, man. And get him closer to that legendary status, man. But yeah, it's time to get into our all disappointment team. So how we gonna do this is we gonna each go around and nominate for each position who's been the most disappointing player that they've seen in that position for this season. Point guard, I guess I'm gonna pop it off, and then I'm gonna go Chris, and then Ray, and then the next round is gonna be Ray, Chris, me, and go like that.
What team or what?
Yeah, we go each nominate somebody, and then if it's different, we just go discuss each other's picks, and then we will have to just decide on who got the best pick or who should it be. Point guard, y'all know who I'm nominating. I don't know if you think I got Darius Garland, bro. I think Darius Garland with the Cleveland Cavaliers, as good as they are, as good as they've been playing with all the injuries. We seen what Donovan Mitchell was doing when motherfuckers was hurt. Darius Garland was an all-star. He's supposed to be on a trajectory going this way. I think he don't went sideways, man. Let me look at his stats, but just watching the games, Darius Garland has not been that good, bro. He throwing up crazy shots. I think he's a poor man's version of Kyrie Irving. The stats is all right. 19 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 45 from the field, 37 from 3. But
do you think that's more or less because of like him just overall of the season, or just how he looked in the games where other people have been hurt and that's the games where he was supposed to, like, you know?
It's all around. The games where nobody's there, where he gets to be unleashed, he not looking good in them. The game when everybody's there, He not looking good in them. It's kind of like everybody. If you can kind of see he's expendable. It's to the point where it's like, a couple years ago he was seemed untradeable. Now it's kind of like, man, I'll get off that nigga for the right guy.
Yeah.
So that's why I nominated him. Who you got, Chris, for point guard?
For point guard,
most disappointing.
I guess it ain't really too much because of his play, but I guess just because we ain't really seeing too much of that nigga no more, and I probably have to go with that nigga Trae Young. And that's just kind of where I'm at with it, because it's like I just don't see. Now maybe it's the team he got around him just ain't the best in the world, but I mean, before the All-Star break, his numbers was pretty decent. Everybody was saying that he got snubbed, but I mean,
he ended up getting in as a replacement.
Yeah. But it's just still one of them things. And like I said, it's probably mainly just because we ain't seen a lot of him lately. He only played what? Let me see.
He done played 51 games.
Yeah, but
So you got Trae Young.
Yeah, okay. Even still, like I still don't think his team was where a lot of people expected to be, even when he was healthy. So,
nah, that's facts. Ray, who you got? Trae Young, that's good.
It's the same thing with Chris. I'm not saying Trae Young, but it's the same explanation. It's more so just about his availability. Why you covering your face, man?
Who you got?
LaMelo. Man, after a whole season last year, he just got missing the whole season last year. I'm thinking like he gonna come back better than ever. He gonna be more healthier. And now it's just becoming a recurring thing. It's like, bro, are we ever gonna see a healthy season from LaMelo ever again? And with the talent that we know he has, and the fact that we always say the best ability is availability, and he struggles with that. That's disappointing to me.
Yeah. He only got one season out of 4 where he done played over 60 games, 55 games. So, I mean, I can make it. Okay, we got Darius Garland, Trae Young, LaMelo Ball. Now let's talk about it, y'all.
Out of those three, I'm picking Darius Garland because we both know that Trae LaMelo better than him. So out of those three, my vote is going to Darius Garland.
Nigga Ray said, "Let me just make this clear."
Okay, so we got Darius Garland. I'm like, yeah, Darius, because LaMelo.
That year is still his rookie year. He's been got worse since that.
Okay, because my thing with Trae Young, I think we kind of know what Trae Young is at this point. He a guy that can win a Finals MVP. He a guy that you won't take in the last shot. But I don't even think he really 6 feet. I don't think you can build a team around him specifically. And I think the guys they got around him aren't good enough to be around a guy like that. So I think you only go win so much. We done seen him carry a team. We done seen him in the playoffs, even going back to last year. Like he's a guy that you would want on your team in the right situation. LaMelo, I get it. He doesn't play, but when he's played, like I said, he done spearheaded a win against Minnesota when they was the number 1 seed this year. And he done spearheaded a win against the Boston Celtics when they was the number 1 seed. So it's like the talent is there. Just it's not health. When it comes to Darius Garland, that boy just Chris voted Scoop. He a rookie, bro. God damn. You making an all disappointing team as a rookie?
I'm sorry, like I wouldn't have picked him, but that nigga Scoot is. I don't like this. I don't like how this shit translates from how he was turning up in the Ignite to how he playing now. And then I don't like them corny ass goggles he trying to wear all of a sudden. You ain't have to wear none of this shit whenever you was playing in the G League, bro. I need to, unless you got a prescription I don't know about, take them motherfuckers off. Because I don't know, bro. Like, because part of it is just nigga like. I don't know. That nigga he don't look right. He don't look like he got no swag. He don't look confident in nothing he doing, bro. He look goofy as hell.
I think, bro, when you already got a guy next to you in Anthony Simons, I do think the hype was crazy. I was hyping him like crazy. Damn, y'all want to put Scoot as a nomination? Because that is Chris. Okay, let's reevaluate this. Now we got Darius Garland, we got Trae Young, we got LaMelo Ball, and we got Scoot. So what we doing? I low key think, man, Scoot, goddamn, yeah. When him and Wembayama was going at it, we was thinking like, say, all these dudes finna be, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because Chris, what you leaning? What we leaning, man? Damn, Scoot been stinking it up.
Yes, he has. And I mean, I guess it's kind of more or less you gotta kind of point it out just because it's like, to me, if you on a team like Portland, you have no choice but to play good and put up numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna lose. You have no expectations for the season playoff wise, but you have to at least look good. I understand you're a rookie, but that whole entire team is just full of raw talent from niggas that just don't look like they really don't. They just there. You know what I'm saying? It's just really like it ain't really nothing that's built there quite yet. All y'all really can do is just put up points. Hell, who was they vets? Grant and fucking Aiden?
Malcolm Brogdon.
And Malcolm Brogdon? But I mean, come on now.
That nigga having a worse rookie year than Jaden Ivey, and I can't stand Jaden Ivey. Damn, yeah, I think I'll go Scoot, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You got it like when you in a situation like that, bro, where like I ain't even gonna say halfway through the season, nigga. By Christmas, you pretty much know what your season finna look like. You finna know if you a contender or you just along for the ride. Ain't gonna be playing in your vacation.
In the off season when Dame said deuces. The season was over.
Man, their season would have been over whether the nigga Dame would have stayed anyway.
Ray, you changing your vote to Scoot?
DeAndre Ayton called himself dominating. They knew it that point.
Ray, you changing your vote to Scoot? Because my thing is, even as a rookie,
I'm still give Scoot some leeway.
I mean, out of those four guys, Scoot has had the worst season.
But it's not even about that. It's just about like you're not even showing flashes of you go be like I don't even trust him to get to a level.
He's had moments. He can't. It's hard to kind of string along a couple games. For one, he's not a starter, and for two, he's on a bad team. Look who his veterans are.
But I mean, but even still though, Ray,
he's supposed to look better than this. He's supposed to look better than this.
But I'm about to say though, Ray, do you think that some of the players that he was playing against in the G League are about the same talent as some of these second unit guys that he's seeing in the league? Like you should at least be able to dominate them type of guys. I just feel like he doesn't have to be. And I don't feel like Brandon Miller just has to always be a damn facilitator. Like, where is not Brandon, but Scoot? Where is the
38% and 30% from three?
See, why are you shooting the three? I don't know, and that's the thing. I don't know what kind of shots he's taking, but nigga, I remember seeing a whole bunch of highlights of him putting niggas in body bags. Do that. Yeah. If nothing else, you're gonna at least get the basket or you're going to get to the line.
Me personally, I can only see the Scoot situation from him being on the most disappointing team because even as a rookie, you come in expecting a certain thing. Nobody expected him to be this bad. Even if he was going to be bad, you don't be this bad. You don't shoot this bad. They said historically, he has some of the worst games since I forgot the dude's name. Like it just like his numbers were that bad. Yeah. Like he was just like he's been historically bad even as a rookie.
I mean the average rookie, especially you talk about somebody who's either a guard or even a small forward, they're going to shoot about 41 to 42% as a rookie. He is shooting below average as a rookie, but he was never a shooter to begin with. That's just nobody. That was not on his. That was one of his weaknesses on his scouting report.
But damn, you ain't even look like you really getting to the line like that. You ain't really been finishing over and through people either.
I don't know.
So we go keep Darius Garland. We go keep Darius Garland.
I'm saying that because we seen seasons from this guy.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna stick with Garland too, just because I'm gonna give Scoot a little bit more. I'm gonna give him one more year. Let me say they traded Dame for this guy. They did.
Dame
And
was gonna get traded regardless whether they got Scoot or not. Dame was asked for that trade before they even said, "Oh yeah, Scoot." That's what we.
You remember everybody was saying take Scoot over Brandon Miller, which was crazy to me.
I mean,
you know what though?
If I remember you correctly, you said Wemby, Brandon Miller, and Scoot.
Yeah,
top 3 players in this draft.
Yeah, that's why I'm disappointment. Shit. But we got to get to shooting guard. I guess we just keep Darius Garland here. Honorable mention, Scoot. Shooting guard. It start with you, Ray, and then just go Chris and me.
Jordan Poole.
Yeah, okay, that's what I had.
I ain't gotta explain why. Dude went from started to being on the bench. He went right back to his same exact role, man.
Damn. Nigga, not waste no time.
Yeah, nah, he's been terrible, bro. He's looked terrible. He's played terrible.
He out there with the Richard Pryor afro. I'm like, what's going on out there, man?
And what got his little porn star stuff. All that, bro.
You a wild boy. Let me see.
Yeah, that.
Does he count as a 2 guard or does he count as a 3?
Who?
Because I was saying this before the nigga got hurt. What do we call Zach LaVine?
Ooh.
I was saying this for the nigga got hurt. Now this ain't got shit to do with injury. Are we calling him a 2 guard or a 3 guard? Because we call him a 2.
No, he a shooting guard.
There we go. There goes my pick, buddy. Nigga literally fucked up his trade stock by himself.
I mean, he got injured, and they have been playing better without him though. But see, Zach ain't beating out Jordan Poole. I'm sorry.
I know he's not beating out Jordan Poole.
Yeah, he beat out Jordan Poole. But he a good honorable mention because damn, your team, you the best player on the team supposedly, and they got better without you to the point where motherfuckers. Damn, I ain't thought about Zach LaVine.
He got hurt, but like nigga, I do think even when he was, I think he made his own stock drop, bro. He made it drop.
Yeah. Okay. Small forwards. Who ain't went first?
Chris.
Okay, Chris, go ahead.
Small forward. A disappointing small forward. Damn.
Nah, he ain't been as bad as Bradley Beal. I mean, Jordan Poole. Bradley Beal ain't been bad as Jordan Poole. That dude was
Jordan Poole, one of the worst 2 guards I've seen in Wizards history, man.
Damn.
He was worse than old Jordan.
Worse than Deshaun Stevenson?
At least he was giving you defense on a consistent basis.
Damn. You know who I kind of... Well, no, I guess not, because that whole team is trash. But we on 3s now, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna say him. Damn, I can't really think of no 3s. Let me think.
You want us to come back to you?
Not none that just come
Yeah, it was a hard one.
Yeah, come back to me.
Go ahead, Ray.
Andrew Wiggins.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh man.
Say, dog, that's a good one. That was a good one.
Boy ain't been the same since he came back from that mysterious leave.
Yeah.
Started making.
That's a good one.
I don't like rumors, but man, how he been playing, something got to be true about that because this dude ain't been the same since that.
That's a good
man, that's a great one. Yeah.
Damn, that's
last year he was on par to have better numbers than the year before when he was an all-star. And then that situation happened. He came back and he was just like, oh man, he finally coming back. The Warriors about to get Wiggins back, and it was like, bro, is this his twin
I ain't
brother?
gonna lie, I was one of them people.
Me too. Shit. you Andrew Wiggins, Luke Chris had put in the chat Andrew Wiggins too. So I like that Andrew Wiggins. See, I had Jaden McDaniels, but I only had Jaden McDaniels just because say dog, this your moment. Cat went down. Huh? Exactly. He was supposed to be untouchable. People was coming at me for days over that nigga. They was saying he gonna be this, he gonna be that. And motherfucker was mad at me when I was like, bro, he ain't better than Herb Jones. And I stand on it. I just think, bro, Jaden McDaniels, you 6'9", 6'10", wingspan out this world, opportunity out this world, because you ain't got no more scorers over there. Nas Reed has been stepping up. Like last time we talked about players who need to step up, we said Nas Reed, Jaden McDaniels. Now Reed has stepped up. Jaden McDaniels kind of hasn't. He had that 120-point game here and there. And I get he a great defender, but he don't rebound the basketball. He averaged 3 rebounds. He can't pass. He averaged 1 assist. He give you 11 points. But it's like offensively, you supposed to be better, dog. This that young core, they need that third guy. You supposed to be the third guy. Nas Reed, the third guy from the bench. I just, I said Jaden McDaniels, but Andrew Wiggins,
yeah, Andrew Wiggins. That's a good one, boy. Shit, I probably have to go with that one too as a 3.
Yeah,
because I'm really trying to think like who else. Like who else is there?
Mikal Bridges.
I'm about to say Mikal Bridges.
He could be, but Andrew Wiggins. Whew.
Mikal, Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons a guard though. He just big as hell.
Are they playing him as a guard or are they playing him as a forward though?
They play him on point. They let Cam Thomas be that small ass shooting guard. Who else could I put right there? We could have put Tobias Harris right there, but I fuck it. Tobias Harris for power forward. That's my nomination.
The only reason why I ain't say Tobias Harris is just because he been that for years now, in my opinion.
You got to step up. I'm saying
he's been that for years. I mean, even in like, I don't know, bro. Like even in some of these games where it's like clearly Embiid ain't there, you still is like playing trash.
But that's what I'm saying. You got
putting up the same amount of numbers as if that nigga was still there.
He's been shooting way worse. His stats has been terrible.
Well, no, I'm saying that his numbers as far as his points have kind of been the same, but yeah, like his efficiency is still is bad. Just because I'm looking at it right now.
This is one of his worst shooting.
This nigga is 33% from 3.
Like that's what I'm saying. I got Tobias Harris, man. This was your opportunity to step up in Joel Embiid's absence. At least put up stats, and you're not even doing that. You supposed to go to at least 22, 23 points per game. Even if your efficiency drop, let it drop while your points go up.
Yeah, because look, man, and Tobias Harris is just kind of one of them people that I just kind of been like shit because ever since that nigga Jimmy walked down that goddamn tunnel, like Tobias Harris over me? Are you shitting me? Nigga ain't been right ever since, dog.
Who else another power forward? Shit, Harrison Barnes.
Small forward.
Now we on power forward now.
Oh, we on power forward now.
Mm-hmm.
Most disappointing power forward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so who did y'all pick for the? So
Andrew
Wiggins. Okay.
Hey.
Oh, you just threw in Tobias Harris. Okay.
No, Tobias Harris. They put him. He at power forward now.
Oh, you got him at the. Oh, okay.
I nominated his ass power forward just because I at least thought his counting stats was gonna go up from the Embiid injury.
I don't know, man. That nigga Tobias. I don't know, bro. I like I said, I kind of been off of him since since that nigga Jimmy had to say what he had to say about my boy. Nigga said that shit in the tunnel for everybody to hear.
I feel that, but I'm even more disappointed. I like the disappointment I had for him. I'm more disappointed now. Like he added on to the disappointment.
Yeah. I feel you.
Anybody got a power forward? You got a power forward?
Grant Williams.
Damn.
PJ, nah. PJ Washington. I think everything I said.
Thinking about that.
Nah. Exactly.
I got a legit reason. I'm not trying to be funny, DJ. I actually said Grant Williams because we seen him go from a contending team to starting brand fresh with the Mavericks, and soon when he get there, he butt heads with the best player on the team and gets 26 points straight put on him in practice. From that day forward, him and Luka are not seeing eye to eye. This is no, you laugh, but this is what the camp is saying. From that day forward, him and Luka they don't bond well with each other. It's just it's nothing that they really just they not locked in with each other. Aside from that, dude starts acting childish throughout the season. His numbers start fluctuating after the first 8 games of the season. We don't like the first 8 games of the season. We see a promising Grant Williams as a role player, and then he goes on for 30 plus games and just drops. He kind of slowly rises. He drops again, and it just I've never seen a player of his of like a key role player on a team get traded after being on the team for less than half a season or half a season. It's never happened. Now he's on. I feel like he's had a huge setback in his career. Now you on the Charlotte Hornets. Mm-hmm. They got a lot of young guys over there that's still figuring it out. You around Bridges, who just got back. I mean, at this point, I'm assuming I'm assuming that Bridges is getting it together. He's in a better headspace. Brandon Miller has shown promise. You already know what I said about my boy Trey, man. Hornets hope that LaMelo can get healthy, but it's the thing that I just don't think that team is enough. So now you're back in. You was drafted into a contending team, and now you're on the team. Now I don't think nowhere in his career did he think that he was going to be this like pushed further back. At this
you
point
went from a contending team to a middle of the pack team to a goddamn rebuilding team.
Man, I don't know, man.
Damn,
he's not bad. Even in this. He's not going to be in the Hornets' plans when they in this rebuilding process. So we're going to possibly see him move again.
He good. He good enough to be on the contending team, though. His actual basketball game. Now he needs to mature. He is a little weird, and people probably don't like him. But I still think he can be a good role player in this league. And I still think his numbers is overall solid. His play has been overall solid for the year. He had a slump in Dallas, and they kicked his ass to the curb. But it's like outside of that slump, bro, I like Grant Williams. Like, I really do. And I can't make him as the most disappointing power forward.
That was on 35 game slump, man. Stop it. He was almost if it wasn't for them first 8 games, he would have been shooting the same percentage as Scoot.
Chris said Christian Wood, power forward.
Bro, I was gonna say him, but then give me Maxi Kleber.
Ooh, Maxi Kleber.
I ain't
That's
never
a
seen
good
what
one,
y'all
but he's
seen
so
in
much of a.
Maxie. I ain't never seen what y'all
Oh
seen.
well, you must didn't watch the Western Conference Finals run. I'm sorry,
The one that they lost.
bro. Come on now, they weren't even supposed to be there. This dude 6'10", locking down the post, locking down the perimeter, and hitting threes. 6'10". Like
This nigga has
those
his
five
worst.
levels.
Hold on. This nigga has his worst, his second worst 3-point shooting year since his rookie year, and he has his second worst shooting from the floor in his whole entire career. So yes, I am on that nigga's top.
Maxi Kleber's a good one.
Who was he shutting down the Western Conference Finals?
Oh my goodness, he's just having a bad year, Ray. Supposed to be better.
You brought that up. Now I need to know who he was shutting down.
Oh man, here you go. I ain't say he just was shutting nobody down. He playing
He
good
shutting down
defense.
Kevon Looney.
He's staying with people on the perimeter.
Come on, man.
Here you go, dog. But okay, so we got. So I said, who the hell did I nominate? Oh, PJ Washington. Ray said Grant Williams. Chris said Maxi Kleber. Lil Chris said Christian Wood. Now, if y'all had to vote for somebody that wasn't the guy that you voted for, who would it be?
So PJ,
PJ, Christian Wood, Maxi
Oh, you changed your answer to PJ DJ?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Who did you have originally? Tobias Harris? Okay. Nah.
Who'd you say, Ray?
Definitely don't deserve on this. He don't know. As much as I talk about Tobias Harris, he don't deserve to be on this list with these guys.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Who'd you say, Ray?
I said Grant Williams.
Oh, Grant.
Power forward really ass. Excuse my French.
I guess I'd have to go. Damn.
Kleber stink it up, but Kleber he just so less of a role player at this point. Like it's like,
yeah, but he was
kind of doing
this before they acquired all these extra pieces. I mean, he was stinking it up before Gafford and PJ got there.
I ain't gonna stun my vote. For my vote, it probably would be between Christian Wood and Maxi Kleber, but I think Lakers expected more from Christian Wood.
That's the only way I could see Christian Wood, because I feel like they brought him in thinking like, oh, he finna be a starter. He
finna be a Bobby Portis
sixth
type.
Man, yeah.
I say Christian Wood. My vote for
because I think what they envisioned was probably having AD at the 5 and having Christian Wood at the 4 and LeBron at the 3. And when you got a team with that amount of size, I think that's what they envisioned, but it just wasn't happening.
This dude out
Shit,
there.
matter of fact, go back to goddamn me put Spencer Dinwiddie in that other that guard category, because I don't know what that nigga be doing.
He shoot. The only person shooting worse than him in the league is Scoot.
But we still gotta keep it with people we have expectations on though.
I ain't expect him to do this, bro. Like that nigga Spencer Bit is just looking bad.
Nobody,
it's like
we didn't have no.
He done scored 20 points in the league in a season before, man.
So what was y'all expectations for Dinwiddie coming into this?
Bro, not to be shooting 39% from the field.
All I'm saying is this, bro. That nigga Dinwiddie has been terrible, bro. Like if you just really pay attention, bro. Every time you look at Dinwiddie, bro, he's doing something that
he shot.
But are y'all disappointed in Dinwiddie?
Yes, and the only reason why I'm disappointed is because it ain't even so much. It's more than just the shooting. He just does dumb shit. Like, bro, every time I see this nigga, he's on the floor, arms up in the air, arguing with the ref. Like, nigga, did you not just see what you did?
Let me go through our list so y'all can understand.
I ain't gonna lie, since he braided his hair, he has been balling.
We got Darius Garland. People actually have expectations for Darius Garland. Jordan Poole. People actually have expectations for Jordan Poole. Andrew Wiggins. People have expectations for Andrew Wiggins.
After last year,
nobody got no
expectations. I don't think nobody has any expectations for Garland. They just hope he show up with a jersey on. They don't know
but
what
at least
they
you could say he's a former All-Star. Like Dinwiddie, they call him Din Shitty. Excuse my
I
French.
mean, he had a. You remember when he was with Brooklyn
we don't.
before he went
We got to
to
keep it a
Mavericks?
bug. We got to keep it a bug. Nobody had
Before
expectations.
he went to Mavericks, when he was with Brooklyn, I remember when y'all first got him, y'all was like, "Oh man, we got Dinwiddie. He was averaging 20 points a game, bro. We good now." What happened? Because I was
on the team whenever we went to the. No, he was on the team whenever we made that Western Conference Finals run.
But nobody has standalone experience. I've never heard nobody say, man, I think Dinwiddie finna. We literally was saying Jordan Poole was go off. People were saying, okay, Andrew Wiggins done figured it out. People were saying, okay, Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell gonna be one of the best backcourts in the NBA.
That's most people you naming off. He guarding all those people by himself.
What you talking about?
You said he didn't have no expectations. I'm saying like what?
Nobody ever had expectations for Spencer Dinwiddie. This is the all NBA most disappointment team. Are you really disappointed in Dinwiddie like you had expectations for
we
him? That's what I'm
nominated
saying.
Scoop, but we can't nominate Dinwiddie.
Bro, I was talking. I had expectations for Scoop. I don't think about Spencer Dinwiddie. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't think about Spencer Dinwiddie.
I don't even think it's so much the expectations that I have for the nigga. This is just kind of what I just think it's more or less the audacity, because the nigga was a free agent. And the fact for you to pick the Lakers, who was out of playoff contention, nigga, you went there thinking you was the missing piece and playing like shit.
I can't rock with the Dinwiddie.
So that's just I mean.
Oh no, I'm keeping my.
No, I'm gonna still keep it. I just want to throw his name out there.
A nominee.
Yeah, he could be an honorable mention, but it's just like we just had more expectations for Garland and Scoot and those guys. Dinwiddie kind of, they call him Din. They call him, I don't know. Who we going for power for? We got Christian Wood, Maxi Kleber, PJ Washington, Grant Williams. I voted for Christian Wood because it's like Christian Wood kind of had some expectations. I had expectations. Ray said he was gonna be 6th man of the year. Yeah.
I can rock with y'all the Christian Wood pick.
That boy out here holding up shovels to women and stuff, man. What's wrong, boy?
Okay, shit. We got one more position and then we done for the night. Center. Who's it on? Is it
DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah, he been playing pretty damn good lately.
Man,
he ain't been dominating.
It took him past the All-Star break for him to finally start dominating.
Did you hear what he said? He said, bro, he was adjusting to his new life in Portland, sleeping on the air mattress.
3/4 of the year for you to adjust?
Yeah, bro, I ain't going for that. I'm not going for an NBA player saying that he had to sleep on an air mattress, bro. I'm not going.
Nah, man, we heard
you chose to sleep on that goddamn air mattress. I know niggas that got to sleep on the air mattress. You chose to sleep on that motherfucker.
So
we all seen him in a press conference when he first got with Trailblazers saying how he was about to. It's a fresh start, and I'm about to be doing this, and I'm about to show y'all what I'm really capable of. And I ain't trying to hear no excuses now, because nobody said, "Hey man, are we gonna see a great season?" Nobody asked those questions. You came out of your own mouth and started saying this stuff because you still was kind of petty towards how the Suns handled the situation. That's on you. You should have had those conversations.
20 and 12 his last 20 games. He 20 and 12 his last 20 games.
That sound real good.
It do. Wait till you hear my name. Who I got. So you got dominating because he been dominating. Quit playing with that boy. I got Walker Kessler. That nigga went from I thought he was gonna be a defensive anchor for the Utah Jazz. Him and Lauri Markkanen. Bro, he has been healthy. He been on the bench. They benched his ass. I think he been playing scary. He was even playing scary in the goddamn Team USA. I just think he lost his confidence. I think he's cooked mentally. I had so much high hopes defensively for bro. He was looking like one of the great shot blockers. Now we don't. When the last time anybody's ever mentioned Walker Kessler? Remember, people was actually talking about him last year. I'm just saying, man. Walker Kessler was not hurt, bro. Even when he's been playing, he's been ass. Walker Kessler has played 59 games, man. That's enough. That's enough. But I got Walker Kessler. Chris, who you got?
I guess I got two, strictly because of injury, because it's like, here we go again. Joel Embiid, that's kind of a given.
Well, if you just
strictly because of injury. And then other than that, just kind of because I just have a personal vendetta against this nigga. Give me Miles Turner.
Miles Turner
actually
too much hype for a nigga that can't average 10 rebounds in a season, man. And you 6'11".
The rebounding is
That's all that's man. I mean,
17
the scoring,
and
17. Give me 17 and 11, my guy. Double-digit rebounds needs to be an automatic for you, bro. It needs to be automatic.
35% from three. Stretching the floor a little bit. 52 from the field.
Ding. I don't give a damn about you getting 10 rebounds against no small-ass Warriors team.
I mean, yeah, he's never averaged over 8 rebounds in his career.
And that's a problem.
Ray, how you feel about that? 8 years, never averaged over 8 rebounds at center.
And he's 6'11".
Don't compare him to no damn Dirk.
Dirk is actually a 4.
you say Dirk, at least he would go.
Yeah, but nigga, when we talking about a center, you down there.
No.
Dirk, see, Dirk averaged more rebounds. Dirk had seasons where he was at 10. Oh, okay. I was about to say that nigga's never averaged over 8.
He's never even averaged 8.
Yeah. Damn.
Just saying, I just been looking a lot more to Miles Turner lately. It's just
if he was a small forward, he'd probably be the greatest small forward rebounder. But center, this is no.
Damn, that nigga nominated Miles Turner.
I mean, hey man.
So we got.
I like the walk though, the Kessler pick, because I had to drop that nigga from my because it was just like, bro, what are you doing? Because I tried to get a nigga for blocks and shit like that. I'm like, oh, this nigga's not doing it.
Look, Chris, you got somebody? Since we all got different picks, you got somebody? Comment now before we get to voting. See, if I had to vote for somebody, somebody else.
Walker Kessler was hurt.
I ain't trying to hear that. You paid 59 games. So Chris got who'd you say?
I said Miles Turner. As far
Miles
as
Turner.
somebody that's been, healthy, but I said because of injury, Joel, because it's like here we go again. But of course I ain't gonna count the Joel thing, but
just an honorable mention.
I just had to say the name. I just had to say the name.
That's been disappointing. So Miles Turner, Ray said dominating. I said Walker Kessler. Who, if y'all had to vote? You said Kessler. So Kessler wins.
Yeah, if DeAndre Ayton didn't go on this run that he just went on, I definitely would have. Yeah. That's the only thing that saved him was this run he just went on. Because other than that,
a long run and it's still going.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's the thing. If it would have been like a little 5-6 games, I would have gave a damn. But 20 games, 20 point double. You said it's a 20-point double.
He's at 20 and 12.
That's pretty impressive. A 20-point double. I can't be mad at that.
And the liquor say Jaren Jackson.
You could say
I think
that,
that's just a
but
weird situation.
I'm about to say that whole situation is just terrible for anybody in it. Because I damn near was gonna say Marcus Smart at the 2, but I was like, but that whole situation out there is just stinky.
Jaren Jackson played 61 games. It don't even feel like it. But he 23.6 rebounds. See, his rebounding is atrocious too. 23.6 rebounds, 2 assists, 45 from the field. 45 from the field. That's nasty. 33
well, you
from
gotta
3.
remember. Well, Jaren Jackson, I think. Well, does he? Is he still?
Game,
I haven't. I was about to say, is he stretching the floor a little bit more? Because
got 33% from 3. That's a little bit under his average. He's been 35 for his career.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I know he's been 35 at one point, right?
Yeah, that's what his career average.
Yeah, I just think this year. I just think that shit. It's kind of like he feel like he got to wear the goddamn cape, and it's just like at this point, bro, it ain't
out of his role. Yeah,
it ain't nothing you can do, bro. Like, I mean, get your numbers, at least show that you wasn't rolling over. But we all know what this season was, man. I mean, we thought y'all was gonna do something. Ja came back, and then unfortunately that nigga went out for this. Was looking good, but then he get hurt for the season. So it's just like that was just fucking weird.
Okay, but here we go, y'all. This is our all NBA disappointment team. At point guard, Darius Garland, honorable mention, Scoot Henderson, and Spencer Dinwiddie. Shooting guard, we got Jordan Poole. Who was our honorable mention? I can't remember. Small forward, Andrew Wiggins. Power forward, Christian Wood. Center, Walker Kessler. This is our all NBA disappointment team. One more time. Darius Garland at point guard, Jordan Poole at shooting guard, Andrew Wiggins at small forward, Christian Wood at power forward, Walker Kessler at center. I like it. Now, did y'all want to talk about Jalen Green before we get off here? Because I forgot to mention him. He been going crazy, and they've been on the 8-game win streak. We talked about them, but we didn't really talk about him.
Man, I just kind of wonder what it would look like if he's going stupid the way he's doing this. A game was still there. Oh, the third best center in the league just threw a dime. No, I'm playing. They just played the Sixers.
do you think he can play like this with Sengun?
I think he can because I don't think that he had that. I think Sengun don't have to just stay under the basket. Like I definitely feel like that if it's gonna work, that like you said, Sengun is probably gonna be like a little mini Jokic. Like I don't think he's gonna be looking to score. He's probably gonna be looking to try to set everybody else up. And if it's just there for him, it's there for him. And it's gonna prove. I think this a chance. I mean, don't get me wrong. We got to see Ime do it with the Celtics, but of course that was a very talented team. But we get to see if he get this. This is his first year there, right?
You said, yeah, this is his first year over there.
Say, man, he get him to a play-in. You get some game back, and you really got them two playing off each other. You could at least shit. Who's to say they can't take Sacramento's spot next year? They damn near built the same, but we're talking about size.
I like it. And I think they got way more defense around Sengun and Jalen Green.
Yeah, I like that Thompson twin they got over there. Of course, we know what Dylan Brooks gonna do.
Can Jalen Green be a star? Can he be like a top 10 to 5 shooting guard in the NBA? Or is there still
he got the potential? He got the potential. He definitely got the potential. I think that he just finally got a good coach that's talking to him. Because the clips that everybody trying to bring back up now is all that shit that John Wall was talking about. Him and who was that he had out there with Porter Jr. out there with him, talking about the shit y'all doing with just pussyfooting around. If y'all get traded, nigga, y'all be out the league or whatever. But I just think that organization as a whole was just going through a transition period. As far as like the hard era was over. Who they get that job to? Who was that coach they gave that job to that year? Right after that or whatever. And clearly that he was just a scapegoat. He was just a bridge. So you finally got a coach that's proven you giving him the power to build a team up, and you still on this run without, a center who's clearly up and coming and is a facilitator, but yet you got your young boy over here playing like this. I think it's only up from here as long as they keep the trajectory going. Shit, they got plenty of picks.
Yep. Jalen Green been averaging 28, 6 and 4 over his last 10. And
we just gonna see how good of a coach Ime really is, because we saw what he could do whenever he had players already in place. Let's see if he can build up a squad and make it to where they really competitive. You got pieces there. You just need a couple more pieces.
Okay.
And again, you got the picks to do it. Steven Silas, yeah.
Ray, you got anything on Jalen Green before we get out of here?
Man, if he would have been doing this before Sengun got hurt, man, they probably wouldn't have to fight for no play-in. Well, they probably would have already been in the play-in. Let me say that.
They would have kept their spot. Remember, they was already in the play-in at the beginning of the year for a long time.
Yeah, man. Shoot. Better late than never, I guess. But hey, they on 9-game win streak now. They just beat Portland earlier, so it's gonna get interesting. I don't know.
But I
Curry
think
it seemed like some days Curry just tired of the Warriors, and so I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what the Warriors do going forward too, though.
In the last 10 games, Jalen Green just shot over 20 times in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight games. I don't think you're gonna be able to do all that with Sengun. I don't know. I like Jalen Green, his potential and his talent, but I think it's the same shit with Zach LaVine. That she go look good sometimes, and he's even more inefficient. So it's like, I don't know. Next year is the real telltale. But I ain't gonna stun. If I can get Mikal Bridges, I'll get out Jalen Green right now while he hot in the offseason. But yeah, that's pretty much our show today, man. Anybody got anything they want to close it out with before we get up out of here? We had the 2:37 mark. God damn.
No, I guess it ain't nothing else crazy I've heard lately.
Okay. But Ray, you got anything before I close it out? All right. Well, this has been another episode of Hoopy Stories Podcast. I'm D Noseball. This white boy Chris. That's Ray. Shout out Luke Chris. We out, dog. Good episode.